As November unfolds, it brings a quiet yet powerful energy, an invitation to return to simplicity, to reconnect with what is essential, and to contemplate the depths of true spiritual existence. This month beckons you, the chosen one, to release the noise, to shed the layers of complexity that cloud your vision, and to embrace the beauty of simplicity as the first step toward profound transformation. Today, I have a special message for you this November. Allow this month to guide you back to your core, to let go of excess and find strength in what is real and pure. If you are ready, subscribe and join me on this journey as we uncover the wisdom and peace that simplicity offers. November is a time for renewal, for peeling away the layers that obscure our spiritual essence. It is a season to shift from striving to being, to turn inward and find harmony in the silence within. As Osho so insightfully taught, when the drop disappears into the ocean, it becomes the ocean. When you disappear into the whole, you become the whole. This month I encourage you to take these words to heart, to let them be an invitation to explore your own depths. This is not a time for intellectualizing spirituality, but for experiencing it in the simplest and most profound way. We live in a world that often complicates the naturally simple, where the pressures of society and the desires of the ego weave intricate layers of distraction around us. In this world, it's easy to become entangled in webs of desire, fear, and judgment, where status, appearance, and the need for approval can cloud our perception. As we navigate daily life, these ego-driven attachments can hold immense power over us, pulling us away from the simplicity and peace we crave at our core. This November, consider it an invitation to break free from these layers, to let go of the need to prove or accumulate, and to release the expectations that weigh us down. Simplicity is the gateway to clarity. When we strip away the unnecessary, we begin to uncover the miraculous beauty of life that resides in the smallest, purest moments, the depth of a deep breath, the warmth of a genuine smile, the serene presence of inner peace. These moments reveal a reality untouched by ego, where life unfolds in its purest form. In choosing simplicity, the ego loses its grip. Without the need to compete or accumulate, we create space for authentic connection and clarity. By quieting the noise of the world and detaching from its expectations, we allow ourselves to reconnect with the essence of who we are. This November, let go of what's not essential, and allow your spirit to return to a state of pure being, one of peace, clarity, and true connection with the self. This month, let yourself be inspired to seek moments of genuine stillness. In a world of endless notifications and relentless information, November invites you to turn off the noise and step away from the distractions that constantly vie for your attention. In modern life, we are bombarded by stimulation from every direction: news alerts, social media feeds, and the pressure to always be connected. These distractions may keep us informed, but they also cloud our minds, drain our energy, and leave little room for the deep peace we crave. By intentionally stepping back, by disconnecting from digital noise and embracing intentional pauses from our busy routines, we make space for an inner calm that society rarely offers. November is a time to reflect on the elements in your environment that drain rather than nourish. Are you spending too much time staring at screens? Are there relationships that feel more like obligations than sources of joy? Are habits, such as scrolling through unsettling headlines or endlessly refreshing social media, disrupting your sense of peace? This month, take a step back and reevaluate what truly serves your well-being. Consider gently letting go of those distractions that keep you from living fully and authentically in the present. As you clear away the unnecessary, you open the door to reconnecting with a state of peace and clarity that lives within. Embrace this chance to simplify, allowing your spirit to find rest and renewal in the stillness that comes when you release the world's demands. This season calls you into a sacred state of introspection, a time to embrace the wisdom of antarmukhi, an ancient practice of turning inward. In spiritual traditions, this concept reminds us that the answers, guidance, and peace we often seek in the outer world are already present within us, waiting to be uncovered. As November wraps the earth in a quieter, gentler rhythm, we too are encouraged to slow down, to shift from outward striving to inward reflection. Though the world pulls at us with endless distractions, obligations, and noise, our true nature remains one of inner stillness and calm. Beneath the surface of busyness, there is a deep well of peace that is our birthright, a space within that holds clarity, strength, and a profound sense of presence. Even dedicating a few moments each day to meditation, prayer, or quiet reflection can begin to reconnect us with this deeper, quieter part of ourselves. Let November be an invitation to honor this sacred stillness, to cultivate moments where we can listen to the whispers of our own soul. By turning inward, we create room for insights and guidance to emerge from the silence, enriching our lives with depth and understanding. As you carve out time for quiet, trust that you're opening a door to profound connection and healing, allowing your spirit to rest, renew, and align with the wisdom that lives at the core of your being. Embrace this journey within, for it is in this space of inner calm that true transformation begins. Each moment presents a choice, a sacred opportunity to decide where and how you invest your energy. As one chosen to walk a path of purpose, you hold the responsibility to use time with intention, not merely as a measure of productivity, but as a vessel for spiritual growth and self-discovery. This November, see every breath you take, every pause, and every quiet moment as acts of devotion, drawing you closer to the core of who you truly are. Time spent in reflection, stillness, and gratitude becomes a bridge between your present self and your highest purpose. Each silent moment allows you to listen deeply, to uncover insights, and to peel away the layers that obscure your inner clarity. Let this month be a journey of mindful exploration, where each day unveils a fresh layer of understanding, inviting you to grow in wisdom, peace, and presence. Embrace this November with an open heart, allowing each passing moment to reveal a new facet of your spirit, a new depth of purpose, and a renewed sense of connection to the divine. In November, we are invited to shed emotional burdens that may have weighed on us for far too long. As one chosen to support and uplift others, it's natural to carry the energy and emotions of those around you. But over time, this selfless role can lead to the accumulation of feelings and stresses that are not truly yours, creating a heaviness that clouds your spirit. This month, take a moment to reflect on the relationships, expectations, and attachments in your life. Gently ask yourself, what emotions have been lingering on my heart? What situations or interactions are quietly draining my energy? Releasing these burdens is not an act of detachment from others, but an act of compassion for yourself. A conscious decision to free your heart from unnecessary weight. By letting go of what no longer serves your spiritual journey, you open yourself to live with lightness, clarity, and renewed purpose. This act of emotional purification is a powerful step toward true liberation, allowing you to step forward, no longer hindered by past pains or expectations. In their place, create space for peace, joy, and what truly aligns with your soul's path, embracing a life rooted in your authentic essence. Simplicity, often misunderstood as a lack of complexity, is a powerful force. When life is simplified, we see things for what they truly are, without the distractions of ego and the clutter of expectations. Spiritual simplicity requires no effort to achieve. It simply exists, waiting to be acknowledged. The simpler we become, the more aligned we are with the divine, free from the ego's need for validation. Instead, we find that the heart has room to breathe, to be, and to connect with what is truly eternal. This month, let simplicity be your ally and guide you to a life of depth and meaning. While some may look for immediate transformation or a single moment of awakening, November offers a gentle reminder that true spiritual growth often unfolds gradually, through small, consistent steps that build over time. In a world that craves instant results, it can be easy to overlook the profound impact of quiet daily practices. Yet it is in these small acts, moments of meditation, simple thoughts of gratitude, or brief pauses for reflection, that we nurture and deepen our spiritual evolution. Every day, these small, seemingly ordinary moments take root within us, working slowly and powerfully to transform the soul from within. This November, consider that your spiritual journey is not measured by grand achievements or visible milestones, but by the quiet persistence with which you seek truth and embrace what is meaningful. As you prioritize what truly matters, the journey becomes less about reaching a destination and more about who you are becoming along the way. Let go of the urge for quick results and instead focus on the steady actions that keep you grounded, aligned, and purposeful. In this gentle, patient approach, every step you take becomes part of a greater journey, a journey that unfolds with wisdom, resilience, and grace, ultimately leading you to a place of authentic connection and lasting peace. Remember, each small act of presence, love, and intention carries the power to shape your life, guiding you steadily toward your truest self. Silence is one of the most profound tools for self-discovery, offering a doorway into the depths of your true self. This November, you are invited to explore the healing power of silence, to embrace moments of stillness that allow you to step away from the demands and constant noise of the world. In our busy lives, filled with the chatter of daily tasks, notifications, and endless obligations, silence is often elusive, yet it serves as a refuge, a sacred space where the soul can finally be heard. When we step into silence, we create room for the divine to speak. It is within these quiet, unhurried moments that clarity begins to unfold, where wisdom and insights that may have been buried beneath layers of busyness can rise to the surface. Whether you carve out time in the early morning hours or the stillness of evening, these moments of silence allow the gentle whisper of your soul's truth to emerge. At first, silence may feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable, as it can bring hidden emotions and thoughts to the surface. This discomfort, however, is part of the journey. It is the beginning of shedding what no longer serves you and embracing the peace that lies beneath. In surrendering to the quiet, you find that true peace is not the absence of noise but a state of being, a profound connection to your essence. This month, allow silence to be your guide, creating space for the answers, healing, and inner calm that only stillness can bring. Embrace silence as a sacred practice, and let it reveal to you the quiet, beautiful truth of who you are. November carries the powerful energy of rebirth, a sacred invitation to release what no longer serves us and to step forward with clarity, purpose, and renewed vision. As the year gently draws to a close, this month offers a unique opportunity to clear away the remnants of the past, to make space for a fresh beginning that aligns with your truest self. This act of letting go is one of the deepest expressions of faith, a quiet courage that allows us to trust in what lies ahead, even when the path may not be fully visible. Take a moment to reflect on what you are ready to release. Are there habits, fears, or relationships that no longer support your growth? Are there old patterns or lingering doubts that weigh on your spirit? Recognizing and letting go of these is not about loss, but about creating freedom, a spaciousness within you that welcomes the new. Spiritual rebirth is a natural cycle, one that repeats as we evolve, reminding us that each ending is simply a gateway to a new beginning. November becomes a bridge between the past and the future, guiding us to cross over with a light heart and an open mind. As you embrace this season of renewal, know that every step of release brings you closer to the peace and purpose that are yours to claim. Step forward with grace, trusting that what awaits you is aligned with the highest expression of your journey. Embrace November as a month of transformation and allow its energy to refresh your spirit and prepare you for the beautiful possibilities yet to come. Spirituality is not a pursuit of perfection but an embracing of our full humanity, with all its complexities, both light and shadow. It invites us to acknowledge and accept every part of who we are, rather than striving for an unreachable ideal. In this journey, vulnerability becomes a powerful ally. By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, we honor our true selves and create a path toward deeper connection and understanding. Vulnerability is the place where courage meets authenticity. It is the doorway that allows us to stand in our truth, even when it feels uncomfortable. When emotions such as sadness, anxiety, or doubt arise, they can be challenging to face, yet they are part of what makes us whole. Rather than resisting or burying these feelings, we can choose to embrace them with compassion, seeing each emotion as an invitation to explore and understand ourselves more fully. These experiences are not signs of weakness, but opportunities for growth and healing, encouraging us to go deeper, to find the sources of our fears, and to uncover the wisdom within them. True strength is not about shielding ourselves from difficult feelings, but about allowing ourselves to feel them, to honor every part of our journey. In the willingness to be vulnerable, we find resilience. We discover that by embracing our struggles, we cultivate a greater empathy and a stronger connection to ourselves and others. Vulnerability is a reminder that we don't need to be flawless to be spiritual. We simply need to be real. This openness allows us to live from a place of truth, knowing that our humanity, with all its imperfections, is a sacred part of the journey. Spirituality is not a pursuit of perfection, but an embracing of our full humanity, with all its complexities, both light and shadow. It invites us to acknowledge and accept every part of who we are, rather than striving for an unreachable ideal. In this journey, vulnerability becomes a powerful ally. By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, we honor our true selves and create a path toward deeper connection and understanding. Vulnerability is the place where courage meets authenticity. It is the doorway that allows us to stand in our truth, even when it feels uncomfortable. When emotions such as sadness, anxiety, or doubt arise, they can be challenging to face, yet they are part of what makes us whole. Rather than resisting or burying these feelings, we can choose to embrace them with compassion, seeing each emotion as an invitation to explore and understand ourselves more fully. These experiences are not signs of weakness, but opportunities for growth and healing, encouraging us to go deeper, to find the sources of our fears, and to uncover the wisdom within them. True strength is not about shielding ourselves from difficult feelings, but about allowing ourselves to feel them, to honor every part of our journey. In the willingness to be vulnerable, we find resilience. We discover that by embracing our struggles, we cultivate a greater empathy and a stronger connection to ourselves and others. Vulnerability is a reminder that we don't need to be flawless to be spiritual. We simply need to be real. This openness allows us to live from a place of truth, knowing that our humanity, with all its imperfections, is a sacred part of the journey. This month offers a powerful opportunity to embrace and trust your intuition, your inner compass that guides you toward your truest self. Often soft and subtle, intuition doesn't shout but rather whispers, offering gentle nudges that, at first, may seem insignificant. Yet, it is in paying attention to these quiet signals that you begin to understand the wisdom they carry. Think of intuition as a lighthouse, a steady beam that illuminates the way forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. To truly connect with this guiding light, it's essential to quiet the noise around you and tune into the stillness within. When you quiet your mind and listen with an open heart, you create a channel through which intuition can flow more freely. Each time you pause, breathe, and listen inwardly, you strengthen this sacred connection, allowing your intuition to lead you with greater confidence and clarity. Every moment of inner listening becomes a step closer to a life aligned with your true self, a life marked by harmony, authenticity, and peace. Trusting your intuition is an act of self-respect and faith, as it honors the wisdom that resides within. It empowers you to make choices that reflect your deepest values and dreams, free from the influence of doubt or external expectations. This month, commit to honoring that inner voice, no matter how soft it may seem, and let it guide you on a path that is uniquely yours. Each step you take in alignment with your intuition brings you closer to a life lived fully and fearlessly in tune with your essence. Surrender is one of the most powerful acts of faith, a conscious release of our urge to control every detail and outcome. It's not about giving up. Rather, surrender is about embracing trust in something greater than ourselves, a divine flow that holds a perfect order, even when we may not fully understand it. In surrendering, we step out of the need to manage every twist and turn of our path, and instead allow life to guide us where we need to go. This November, consider surrender as an invitation to align with life's natural rhythm, to relax your grip on what must or should happen, and to trust that even the challenges you face are part of a higher purpose. Let go of the inner resistance that rises from fear and doubt, and open yourself to the quiet wisdom that comes with surrender. It's in this open-hearted state that we often gain insights and clarity that control could never offer, revealing a sense of purpose and peace beneath the surface of uncertainty. Allow yourself to flow with the path unfolding before you, accepting that every season has its own timing. By aligning with life's rhythm rather than resisting it, you discover a profound ease that emerges from trusting the journey itself. True surrender is not passive. It's a deeply active choice to have faith in the divine order and to find peace in not knowing every answer. Let November be a time to embrace surrender, to let go of forcing outcomes, and to believe that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, in its own perfect time. In this acceptance, you'll find the freedom to experience life's moments fully, allowing the beauty of each step to be revealed as it comes. As November draws to a close, it offers a natural moment for introspection, a chance to consider what you wish to carry forward into the next cycle and what you're ready to release. This is a powerful time to reflect on the lessons of the past month, to honor the growth you've nurtured, and to decide which aspects of yourself resonate with the path you're called to walk. Peace and balance, those enduring fruits of inner work, are cultivated through intentional choices, mindful actions, and a commitment to presence. These qualities don't arrive by accident. They are the results of conscious living, of choosing to pause, reflect, and align with what truly matters. Let the wisdom gained this November become a guiding light as you prepare to step into a new year. What has served your soul's journey, and what no longer aligns with your vision? Contemplate what it means to live authentically, to be true to the purpose and potential that are uniquely yours. To live from this truth is to honor not only yourself but also the divine intention for your life. This process requires courage, the courage to let go of what others may expect, to release familiar patterns that may no longer serve you, and to embrace a path that is deeply aligned with your heart. As you move forward, trust that each intentional step, each moment of authenticity, brings you closer to the divine essence within you. This journey of honoring your true self is a sacred act, a dedication to becoming who you are meant to be. Carry forward only what nurtures your spirit, and let this new cycle be a testament to your commitment to live fully, with courage, integrity, and love. Embrace the journey ahead with an open heart, knowing that you are supported, guided, and connected to a divine purpose with each step you take. In November, the divine reveals itself in the ordinary. Each quiet morning, each genuine smile, each sunset becomes a portal to the sacred. These simple, everyday moments are opportunities to connect with the divine essence of life. Slow down and savor them, and you'll discover that life is a continuous flow of blessings. This shift in perception allows you to see that what may seem like just another month can be a journey of beauty, grace, and profound reverence for the eternal. This month, let every step, every breath, every act of gratitude be a reminder of your divine purpose. The divine speaks in the quiet and the ordinary, in the small gestures that connect us to a greater whole. You are not separate. Like a drop in the ocean, you are part of the vast, powerful force of creation. Embrace simplicity, honor your essence, and let November be a month of awakening to the truth of who you are. To close, I invite you to share in the comments a word or phrase that represents your intention for this month. Let it be a seed of promise, a guiding light that helps you bloom each day. As November's energy settles in your heart, may it bring you peace, clarity, and the gentle renewal you seek. May this sacred month guide you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your journey, and may every step bring you closer to the divine within. They look at you, eyes wide, a blend of awe and disbelief etched across their faces as if seeing you for the first time. It is a moment frozen in time, a realization that cuts through their assumptions like lightning illuminating a darkened sky. They had only seen glimpses of who you were, snapshots painted with your gentle smile and the warmth that surrounded you. To them, you were a haven, a steady light in a turbulent world. But they missed what lay beneath, the fierce, unyielding storm woven into your very being. They saw kindness and mistook it for submission, the calmness in your gaze for compliance. Yet now, as the truth begins to unfurl before them, they see the power that was always there, pulsing quietly beneath the surface. This power was not the kind that clamored for attention or reveled in its own strength. It was subtle, profound, a strength born not from showmanship but from survival, forged through trials that few could fathom. This revelation shakes them. They are confronted by the truth they never expected, that beneath the serenity, you are more than a source of comfort. You are the embodiment of resilience itself. You are an earth angel, the very breath of cosmic force in human form, an enigma whose light holds both healing warmth and purifying fire. The light you carry is not fragile. It is forged from realms unknown, steeped in the wisdom of worlds beyond this one. It has faced shadows and emerged intact, demanding more than superficial kindness. It demands justice, unwavering and absolute. They had always seen you as the embodiment of kindness, gentle, dependable, a source of unwavering comfort. You were the one who listened without judgment, offered support without expecting anything in return, and met challenges with a calm that others took for granted. In their eyes, this was all you were, a soft presence, easy to approach, easy to overlook. What they never realized was that beneath this serene exterior lay a profound strength, a resilience forged not in moments of ease but in trials unseen by most. Their mistake was assuming that your quietness was passivity, that your patience was compliance. They missed the truth that choosing kindness in a world often harsh requires immense strength. They mistook your empathy for weakness, failing to see that it was a conscious choice, born of inner power rather than naivety. True strength, as you knew, does not always announce itself with noise. It often resides in silence, in the steady gaze that holds firm when storms arise. The moments that challenged their perception came subtly at first. A firm word when boundaries were crossed, an unyielding stance when confronted with injustice. These glimpses of your strength unsettled them, yet they pushed aside their discomfort, clinging to their perception of you as compliant and benign. It wasn't until adversity struck that they saw the truth, a revelation that left them silent. While others wavered, you remained steady. When the ground beneath them crumbled, you stood, not with dramatic flair, but with a calm resolve that spoke volumes. Your strength wasn't about overpowering others. It was about standing tall in your convictions, even when faced with doubt or challenge. They came to understand that your patience was not submission, but a deliberate act of defiance against the noise and chaos of the world. You were not just kind, you were unbreakable, a force tempered through moments that demanded everything of you. This realization shifted their view, peeling back the illusion that strength must be loud and aggressive. They saw now that true power could exist in quiet determination, in actions that need no audience. The softness they had dismissed as weakness was, in fact, the manifestation of an inner flame that chose peace but was prepared to stand as an unmovable force when necessary. It was humbling for them, this new understanding. The kindness they had once taken as a sign of docility now stood as proof of resilience. The quiet you embodied was no longer seen as mere gentleness, but as strength in its purest form. They finally realized that the most formidable power wasn't the one that shouted for attention, but the one that remained steady, anchored in truth. You were not just a comfort, you were a force of nature, one they could no longer overlook. Your strength was not born in the comfort of easy days or the lull of smooth paths. It was forged in the fires of trials, moments when the world seemed determined to test the very fabric of your being. Your journey was marked by trials both personal and profound, challenges that exposed not just your vulnerabilities, but also the unyielding resilience within you. It was in the silences of your deepest struggles, away from the eyes of others, that your true nature revealed itself. There were times when life weighed so heavily that the air itself felt like an unmovable wall pressing against you. Moments when you stood at the precipice of despair, forced to choose between surrender and survival. These were not mere tests of will. They were cosmic trials that shaped you into something more. You emerged from them not hardened by bitterness, but fortified by understanding, carrying the wisdom that comes only from standing face to face with the abyss and choosing to rise. These experiences became the bedrock of your strength, a quiet and enduring power that didn't need to announce itself. When others saw only your calm exterior, they missed the storms you had weathered, the inner fire that had kept you warm and unwavering in the coldest moments. This fire wasn't kindled by anger or driven by the desire for vengeance. It was nurtured by something far deeper, a connection to realms beyond what the eyes can see, an unbreakable tie to a divine truth. This divine connection was not a sudden revelation, but a knowing that grew within you over time, like roots reaching into sacred soil. It was in moments of stillness, when the noise of the world receded, and you were left with nothing but your own heartbeat, that you felt it most profoundly. A pulse of light, ancient and endless, guiding you through the dark. It was not a power for show or dominion, but a presence that held the weight of justice, demanding integrity and truth in all things. You came to understand that this connection was your source of light and strength, a force that chose you not because you were without fear or doubt, but because you stood firm in spite of them. It was an energy that flowed through you, one that could soothe and protect, but also rise to defend with unyielding force when the moment called for it. Unlike the chaotic energy that seeks destruction, yours was a power of preservation and righteous protection. It sought not to break down, but to build, not to silence, but to reveal. When tested, this power within you did not erupt in fits of fury, but rose with a steady and unassailable might. It was justice not for the sake of retribution, but for the sake of balance, a force that righted what was wrong not through vengeance, but through unwavering truth. You were not here to wield this strength recklessly. It was a gift meant to guard and to uplift, a light that exposed deception and cast away shadows without hesitation. You understood that true power was not in overpowering others or seeking glory, but in standing rooted, aligned with a purpose beyond the small confines of the everyday. This power was sacred, drawn from a realm where justice is not a word but a living force, ever present and unbending. It guided you, whispering truths that only the soul could hear, truths that compelled you to act with both mercy and resolve. People often mistake such strength for pride or a desire for control, but those who looked deeper saw the purity of your purpose. You were a vessel for a force greater than yourself, tasked not with conquering, but with protecting the balance of things. Your trials were not just tests, they were lessons, each one adding to the light that now shone so brightly within you. You carried that light with humility, aware that it was not yours alone. It was a beacon for others, a reminder that strength is not just found in moments of battle but in moments of silent conviction. Your power was a testament to what it means to be anchored in something eternal, a connection that did not waver, even when the world around you did. Your strength is not loud. It is a storm wrapped in silence, a mountain anchored in the cosmos. It is a quiet force that commands respect without words, Unlike showy displays of power, your strength is an unwavering boundary that chaos cannot breach. This power was not given lightly, but forged in trials that tested every part of your being. It stands as a testament to resilience nurtured by sacred purpose. Many have underestimated this silent strength, mistaking it for vulnerability. Yet, those who try to manipulate or diminish you soon realize their error. Your silence becomes a powerful defense, supported by the cosmic order itself. When challenged, the universe seems to align behind you, revealing that true power lies not in aggression, but in steadfast conviction. This silent retaliation is not driven by vengeance, but by the natural laws of justice, balancing what is right without needing to shout. One unforgettable moment serves as an example. When a deceiver tried to unsettle your resolve with clever words, you met them with calm. Your silence carried a weight that spoke louder than any argument, revealing the deeper truth of the situation. The deceiver realized too late that they had confronted not just a person, but a force protected by something greater. Your purpose is indelible, rooted in an ancient mission set by a higher will. This purpose shields you from doubt and judgment. Attempts to weaken you fall short because your path is clear, aligned with an eternal truth. The power within you acts not out of rage, but as a guardian of balance, rising only when needed and restoring harmony without force. Those who look beyond the surface see the true nature of your strength. It is a light that preserves, not destroys, and protects, not controls. You carry this strength with humility, aware that it is not yours alone. It is a gift to guide and shield others, anchored in an unshakable connection to a higher order. In the end, your strength is a reminder that true power is silent, unwavering, and rooted in justice. It is the force of a mountain, a beacon that teaches others that to stand firm in what is right is to embody the essence of divine truth. This strength is not about dominating others but protecting the balance, ensuring that no deception or chaos crosses your sacred boundary. Those who once dismissed you now tread carefully, their initial arrogance replaced by reluctant respect. They once assumed that silence meant weakness, underestimating the strength you held within. Yet, as they watched you endure trials that would break others, their perception shifted. What they had mistaken for passivity was revealed to be quiet resilience, rooted in something deeper than they could grasp. The carefree confidence they once had when confronting you turned into cautious awareness. This change was not due to displays of power, but because they saw that your strength was not momentary but enduring. It was a boundary they couldn't cross, an immovable force that didn't react impulsively, but stood firm with purpose. Their respect grew, mingled with a touch of fear. Now, they remember moments when they ignored or belittled you, realizing with regret that they misunderstood the power of true integrity. Your presence stirs a mix of awe and discomfort. They begin to see that true strength isn't about domination, but standing firm in truth. This realization forces them to examine their own actions. Some are humbled, seeing that their attempts at force or manipulation pale compared to the steadiness of your conviction. Others feel uneasy, realizing that your example exposes their own lack of integrity. Your purpose as an earth angel goes beyond offering comfort. It is to stand as a beacon of divine justice. You embody more than warmth and solace. You are a guardian whose light reveals the path to truth and integrity. This role is not always easy or understood, but it is rooted in ancient sacred principles where justice is a living force that you channel into the world. From a theological perspective, your mission aligns with divine will. You are a vessel chosen to carry out a purpose that transcends human understanding. This calling is not about simply easing pain. It is about illuminating what is hidden, urging those around you to confront their truths and make choices aligned with higher principles. Your presence, therefore, is not just comforting, it is transformative. You inspire change, even when it challenges others to look deeper and face what they may fear. Philosophically, you are the embodiment of the cosmic guardian, a symbol of resilience and unwavering commitment to what is right. Your strength lies in holding to these virtues even when it means standing alone. You are not merely present to soothe, but to guide and awaken. The comfort you provide is not passive. It comes with the understanding that real growth sometimes requires the courage to face difficult truths. By being a steadfast force for justice, you remind others that true hope is active and powerful. Your presence becomes a source of inspiration for those struggling. People who encounter you feel both awe and motivation as they see that true strength is not in dominating others, but in standing firm in your beliefs, even in the face of resistance. This resilience invites those around you to confront their fears and rise above their limitations. When others witness you holding to your path without wavering, they begin to believe that they too can find strength within themselves to face their challenges. You show that hope is more than a comforting word. It is an invitation to transformation. Your role encourages people to step beyond complacency and strive for their best selves. By embodying justice and light, you push them to reflect and act with integrity. Your example proves that true power does not lie in shielding others from hard truths, but in helping them find the strength to embrace and grow from them. Ultimately, your journey as an Earth Angel is not about seeking recognition or comfort. You are here to uphold a balance that both protects and uplifts. Your presence is a guiding light, reminding others that true strength is found in the quiet determination to stand for what is right. Through your steadfastness, people learn that facing the truth is not just brave, it is essential. By embodying this unwavering commitment, you fulfill your higher purpose and inspire those around you to walk their paths with clarity and courage. As you continue your journey, remember that your strength and resilience are more powerful than you realize. They ripple out, encouraging others to rise above challenges and hold fast to their own truths. Your light has the power to spark hope and transformation in ways you may not always see, but will be felt by many. Thank you for being here and sharing in this story. If this message resonated with you, please like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more stories that inspire, uplift, and remind you of the power within. Your journey and support mean everything, and together, we can keep spreading light and courage. Thank you, and until next time, stay true to yourself.
It is often said that words are the mirror to our soul. Yet, how often do we stop to contemplate their true power? For many, words are dismissed as transient, mere sounds that fade quickly into the ether. But what if I told you that the words we speak carry lasting vibrations that ripple through both the seen and unseen realms? Our utterances, whether conscious or unconscious, weave the fabric of our reality, shaping not only our immediate environment, but also our inner world, influencing our subconscious mind and reverberating through the collective consciousness. In this exploration of the metaphysical power of speech, we will journey deep into the wisdom of ancient mystics, modern metaphysicians, and psychological pioneers to unveil the hidden force behind our words. The law of assumption, as taught by Neville Goddard, forms a critical foundation for understanding how our verbal expressions mirror our innermost assumptions. As we unravel this intricate relationship, we will begin to comprehend the timeless impact our words have, not only in this life, but extending beyond into realms untold. When we speak, we are not merely communicating information or expressing emotions. Every word carries a distinct vibrational frequency which interacts with the energetic field surrounding us, often referred to as the ether. This field, according to various spiritual traditions, is the medium through which our thoughts, words, and actions are transmitted and stored. Think of the ether as a cosmic web, a timeless repository of all that has ever been spoken or thought. Scientific studies in quantum physics have begun to confirm what mystics have known for millennia. Everything in the universe, including our thoughts and words, is made of energy. The spoken word, imbued with intent and emotion, becomes a potent force, capable of influencing matter and consciousness. Dr. Masaru Emoto's experiments on water crystals, where he exposed water to different words, sounds, and emotions, demonstrated how positive words like love and gratitude resulted in beautifully formed crystals, while negative words like hate led to disfigured, chaotic patterns. This groundbreaking research offers a tangible glimpse into the metaphysical power of speech, showing how our words influence the molecular structure of the world around us. Therefore, each time we speak, we are sending out ripples into the universe. These ripples interact with the vibrations of others, sometimes harmonizing and sometimes creating discord. If we are unaware of this power, we risk allowing our words to perpetuate negativity, sowing seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation. But when we speak with awareness, we tap into a creative force capable of transforming both our inner and outer worlds. Our words are not only sent out into the ether, they also penetrate the depths of our subconscious mind, which operates beyond the level of our conscious awareness. The subconscious mind is often compared to fertile soil, ready to grow whatever seeds are planted in it, whether they are seeds of abundance or scarcity, joy or sorrow, love or fear. Joseph Murphy, in his seminal work, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, wrote, "As you sow in your subconscious mind, so shall you reap in your body and environment." This statement encapsulates a vital truth about the role of our spoken words in shaping our reality. The subconscious mind does not discriminate between positive or negative, good or bad. It simply accepts what is fed into it as truth and works tirelessly to manifest that truth in our lives. The implications of this are profound. Every time we speak, we are feeding our subconscious a set of instructions which it faithfully follows. Consider the common habit of self-deprecating humor. Many people engage in it without realizing that even jokes carry energy. Statements like, "I'm always so unlucky," or "I can't ever do anything right," may seem harmless in the moment, but they are subtly programming the subconscious to create more of those very conditions. Over time, these words become self-fulfilling prophecies, reinforcing the very limitations we wish to escape. In contrast, when we speak words of empowerment, hope, and confidence, we reprogram the subconscious to align with those qualities. By saying, "I am capable," "I am deserving," "I am grateful," we plant seeds of strength, worthiness, and abundance. The subconscious mind, impartial as always, takes these affirmations as reality and begins to manifest opportunities, relationships, and experiences that reflect this new inner state. Neville Goddard's law of assumption is a profound principle that teaches us how to align our inner world with the reality we wish to create. According to Goddard, we do not manifest what we want, but rather what we assume to be true about ourselves and the world. Our spoken words are direct reflections of these assumptions, often unveiling the unconscious beliefs we hold about our lives. For example, a person who repeatedly says, "I can't seem to find love," is revealing an unconscious assumption that love is elusive or unattainable. Even though they may consciously desire a loving relationship, their words betray a deeper belief that love is out of reach. As a result, their external reality mirrors this belief, and they continue to encounter situations that affirm their assumption. Goddard teaches that to change our reality, we must first change our assumptions. This process begins by observing our words, for they are the most immediate clues to what we believe to be true. By shifting our language from lack to abundance, from fear to trust, we gradually rewire our assumptions. Instead of saying, "I don't want to be unhappy anymore," we can affirm, I am joyful and fulfilled, even if the external circumstances have not yet changed. In doing so, we align ourselves with the vibration of joy, and in time, the outer world will reflect this inner state. While changing our words is a powerful first step, it is not enough on its own. Words without emotion are like empty vessels. They lack the creative force necessary to manifest change. The true power of speech lies in the emotions that accompany it. When we speak with genuine feeling, we activate a magnetic energy that draws experiences toward us. This is why merely reciting positive affirmations without emotional conviction often fails to produce results. If we say, "I am wealthy," but feel deep fear or lack when we speak those words, the subconscious mind picks up on the underlying emotion rather than the words themselves. The subconscious is more responsive to feelings than to language, and it will manifest experiences that match the dominant emotional state. Therefore, cultivating genuine feelings of abundance, gratitude, and joy is essential for aligning our words with our desired reality. This emotional shift can be achieved through various practices such as visualization, meditation, and mindfulness, which help us attune to the frequency of what we want to create. As we feel more deeply connected to the vibration of abundance, our words naturally become more positive, and we begin to speak from a place of inner wealth rather than lack. Gratitude is often called the language of the heart, and for good reason. When we express gratitude, we elevate our vibrational frequency and align ourselves with the flow of abundance. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, opening the door for more blessings to enter our lives. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of speaking words of gratitude throughout the day, as this practice helps anchor us in the present moment and fosters a sense of contentment. When we say, "Thank you for the love I receive," or "I am grateful for my health and vitality," we send out a powerful signal to the universe that we are ready to receive more of what we appreciate. Moreover, gratitude enhances the emotional component of our words, infusing them with sincerity and warmth. It transforms our speech into a creative tool, not just for manifesting personal desires, but for contributing positively to the world around us. When we speak words of appreciation to others, we uplift them, strengthening the bonds of connection and love. While the personal impact of words is profound, we must also recognize that our speech influences more than just our individual lives. Every word we speak contributes to the collective consciousness of humanity, which is the shared field of thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that shapes the world at large. In his teachings, Hermes Trismegistus, one of the most influential figures in ancient wisdom, spoke of the gift of speech as one of the divine powers that make human beings equal to the gods. He believed that our words hold an eternal quality, lingering in the ether long after they are spoken, and that the energy generated by our speech accumulates over time, influencing the manifestation of events in the physical world. This concept is particularly relevant in today's world, where divisive language, fear-mongering, and negativity are rampant. Every time we speak words of hate, judgment, or fear, we add to the collective energy of discord, further solidifying the conditions that lead to suffering and conflict. Conversely, when we speak words of love, unity, and compassion, we contribute to the healing of the planet and the elevation of human consciousness. Thus, the responsibility of mindful speech extends beyond our personal lives. Each of us plays a role in shaping the collective reality, and by choosing our words wisely, we can become agents of positive change. As we speak from a place of love, understanding, and compassion, we help create a world that reflects these qualities. The power of words does not end with the cessation of physical life. According to various esoteric teachings, the vibrations we generate through our speech continue to influence the realms beyond the physical. In the Egyptian tradition, it was believed that the words spoken in this life would follow the soul into the afterlife, impacting its journey in the spiritual realms. Similarly, in Hermetic philosophy, speech is considered one of the keys to transcendence, guiding the soul toward higher states of consciousness even after death. Hermes Trismegistus emphasized that mastering the correct use of speech and mind was essential for attaining immortality, not in the physical sense, but in terms of spiritual enlightenment. The words we speak, therefore, are not only creative forces in the material world, but also guiding lights for the soul's evolution. This perspective invites us to reflect on the timeless nature of our words. Every utterance we make carries a vibration that echoes through time and space, shaping not only our present reality, but also the future trajectory of our soul. By speaking with awareness, we honor the eternal impact of our words and align ourselves with the highest good. The words we speak carry an immense power, shaping our reality, influencing our inner state, and affecting the world around us. Yet, many of us speak without awareness, often falling into patterns of negative self-talk or careless expressions. To fully harness the potential of our words, it's crucial to practice mindful speech daily. By doing so, we can elevate not only our personal experiences, but also the energy we contribute to the collective consciousness. Here are practical steps to help you cultivate this life-changing awareness and transform the way you communicate, both with yourself and others. The first step in mindful speech is to simply observe. Pay attention to the words you use throughout the day, particularly in moments of stress, doubt, or frustration. Do you often find yourself complaining or expressing limiting beliefs, even unconsciously? Perhaps phrases like, "I'm not good enough," or "I always mess things up," creep into your dialogue. These subtle expressions may seem harmless, but they carry significant weight in shaping how you perceive yourself and your life. By becoming aware of these negative patterns, you can begin to take control of your internal dialogue. Every word is a reflection of what's happening inside, and by observing them, you gain insight into the deeper beliefs driving your actions. This practice of mindful observation sets the foundation for meaningful change, allowing you to understand how your words mirror your inner world. Once you've observed your words, the next step is to consciously shift your language. Negative or limiting phrases like "I can't" or "I don't have enough" create a mindset of scarcity and limitation. Instead, replace them with affirming and empowering statements. Start small. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," reframe it as, "I am capable." Transform "I don't have enough" into, "I am grateful for all that I have." This simple yet profound shift in language rewires your mindset, gradually cultivating a sense of abundance, confidence, and self-worth. Words are not just expressions, they are commands to your subconscious mind, which works diligently to manifest whatever reality you consistently affirm. By consciously choosing empowering words, you set yourself on a path toward greater joy, success, and inner peace. Words without emotion are like hollow vessels. To truly harness the transformative power of your speech, it's essential to speak with genuine feeling. When you express gratitude, allow yourself to feel the warmth and appreciation in your heart. When you affirm a positive belief, let the emotions of joy, love, and abundance rise within you. Your subconscious mind is more receptive to emotions than to words alone. By infusing your speech with authentic emotion, you amplify its power, making it far more effective in shaping your reality. Whether you're expressing gratitude or affirming your worth, feel the truth of your words deeply and let that emotion radiate from you. It's the emotional energy behind your words that activates their creative potential, attracting more of what you genuinely feel. In a world full of noise, sometimes the most profound action is silence. There are moments when choosing to remain silent holds more power than speaking. In times of anger, frustration, or fear, resist the urge to react impulsively. Instead, pause. Take a deep breath and reflect before you speak. This mindful silence allows you to regain control over your emotions and prevents the unintentional spread of negativity. Practicing silence also fosters inner peace. It gives you the space to process your thoughts, recalibrate your energy, and respond from a place of calm rather than chaos. In those moments of stillness, you cultivate a deeper awareness of your words and their impact, ensuring that when you do speak, your words are thoughtful, intentional, and aligned with your highest truth. One of the most effective ways to transform your inner world is through the consistent use of positive affirmations. These simple, empowering statements can help reprogram your subconscious mind, allowing you to break free from limiting beliefs and step into a more expansive reality. Each day, speak affirmations like, "I am healthy," "I am loved," or "I am at peace." The key is repetition and consistency. Over time, these affirmations will become embedded in your subconscious, shifting your self-perception and the way you experience the world. When used regularly, affirmations act as powerful tools for personal growth, encouraging a mindset rooted in confidence, gratitude, and love. The more you affirm your worth, abundance, and joy, the more your subconscious mind works to create circumstances that align with these beliefs. It's a practice that not only transforms your inner dialogue, but also the external realities you manifest. Mindful speech is not just about personal transformation, it's about uplifting others as well. The words you speak to others carry energy, influencing not only their mood, but also the overall vibration of the collective consciousness. By choosing to offer words of encouragement, love, and support to those around you, you contribute to the collective energy of positivity and growth. Bless others with your words. A simple, genuine compliment or expression of gratitude can make a profound difference in someone's day and, in turn, in their life. When you speak with kindness and compassion, you help raise the vibrational frequency of the world around you. Imagine the ripple effect this creates as each positive interaction spreads outward, uplifting countless lives in ways you may never fully comprehend. In the end, the power of our words is a form of alchemy, transforming thought into reality, vibration into matter, and intention into experience. When we speak with awareness, we tap into the creative force that resides within us, shaping not only our individual lives, but also the world around us. This profound understanding invites us to wield our words with care, recognizing that each utterance carries the potential to uplift or diminish, to heal or harm. As we become more mindful of our speech, we step into our role as conscious creators, aligning with the highest frequencies of love, gratitude, and abundance. In doing so, we not only transform our personal reality, but contribute to the collective awakening of humanity, guiding ourselves and others toward a life of greater fulfillment, peace, and joy. Our words are the keys to the kingdom within, and through them we unlock the door to our highest potential. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, so you won't miss any of the upcoming videos that continue to explore the path to spiritual growth, self-discovery, and the power of the mind. Together, we can awaken to a more enlightened and empowered way of living. See you in the next video.
Have you ever wondered if the struggles in your life are not entirely your own, but part of a cycle passed down through generations? Do you sometimes feel like you're carrying the weight of your family's past, repeating patterns that seem impossible to break? If you've felt this way, you're not alone. But here's the good news. Breaking free from these invisible chains is possible. In today's video, we'll explore 9 powerful signs that you've broken the generational curse and shifted your family's karma for good. These signs are subtle, but once you recognize them, you'll know you're on a path of profound transformation, not just for yourself, but for future generations. If you're ready to discover whether you've truly stepped into a new chapter of healing and freedom, then stay with me until the end of this video. Before we begin, if you resonate with this message and are seeking more guidance on your journey, consider subscribing to our channel. We're here to provide insight and support as you walk this extraordinary path. Together, we're not just healing our past, we're rewriting the future. Let's dive in. Before we dive into the signs that signal your liberation from generational curses, it is essential to understand what these curses actually are. Generational curses are not mystical or supernatural forces, but rather patterns of behavior, trauma, and beliefs passed down through families. These can manifest in many forms: cycles of addiction, abuse, neglect, emotional unavailability, financial struggles, or toxic relationships. They are invisible chains that link us to the unresolved pains, mistakes, and burdens of those who came before us. Why do these curses persist? In many cases, generational curses continue because they are not recognized as such. Families are often unaware of how deep-rooted these patterns are. Without awareness, the cycle repeats. Trauma begets trauma, and dysfunction begets dysfunction. But once you recognize that you are not bound by these patterns, a powerful shift occurs. The moment you decide to break free is the moment you take the first step toward creating a new legacy for yourself and those who will follow after you. This journey is not about condemnation or blame. It is about healing. It is about compassion for yourself and for the generations that came before you. They too were doing the best they could with the knowledge and resources they had. Your task now is to break the chain, to free yourself and future generations from this invisible inheritance. The first and perhaps most significant sign that you are breaking free from generational curses is the awakening of self-awareness. Without self-awareness, we live following the scripts written for us long before we were born. These scripts tell us who we should be, how we should act, and even how we should suffer. But once you begin to see the script for what it is, a narrative that can be rewritten, you have taken the first step toward liberation. Self-awareness is the foundation of breaking free because it allows you to identify the patterns that no longer serve you. It might start as a quiet recognition. I don't have to live like this. I don't have to continue these cycles of pain. This awareness might come in the midst of an argument, in a moment of deep reflection, or even through the insight of a therapist or spiritual guide. Reflect on your life. Are there patterns that keep repeating, no matter how hard you try to change things? Do you see echoes of your parents or grandparents in your own behavior? Acknowledging these patterns without judgment is the beginning of change. It is an invitation to explore not only how these patterns have affected you, but also how they can be transformed. One of the most powerful steps in breaking free from generational curses is learning to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. Many of us grew up in environments where boundaries were either non-existent or constantly violated. In such families, personal space, emotional autonomy, and the right to say no were often disregarded. When you set clear boundaries, you are making a profound declaration. I value myself. I respect my own needs, desires, and emotional health. This is not just a statement to the world, but also to yourself. Boundaries are not about keeping people out, but about protecting your well-being and creating space for healthier, more nurturing relationships. Learning to set boundaries can be difficult, especially if your family history includes codependency or enmeshment. In such cases, family members may have a hard time accepting your newfound autonomy. They may resist your boundaries, challenge them, or try to guilt you into maintaining the old, unhealthy dynamics. But remember, your responsibility is not to manage other people's reactions to your boundaries. Your responsibility is to honor and protect your own emotional health. Establishing boundaries begins with recognizing what you will and will not accept in your relationships. This requires a deep understanding of your own values, goals, and emotional needs. Once you have clarity, the next step is learning to say no when something doesn't align with those values or when it compromises your well-being. Clearly and consistently communicating your boundaries is crucial, as it helps others understand your limits and expectations. While there may be resistance, especially from those accustomed to the old dynamics, holding firm in your boundaries is essential for preserving your emotional health and fostering healthier, more respectful relationships. The maintenance of these boundaries is equally crucial. It requires vigilance, patience, and most importantly, a deep commitment to self-respect. You may falter at times, and that's okay. What matters is your willingness to stand back up and reinforce the boundaries you've set. In doing so, you break the cycle of unhealthy family patterns and create space for relationships that are based on mutual respect and care. Another significant sign that you are breaking free from generational curses is the conscious decision to disengage from family drama. Family dynamics can be complicated, and in families marked by generational trauma, drama often plays a central role. Whether it takes the form of constant conflict, manipulation, or the expectation that you play a specific role in the family, like the fixer, the caretaker, the scapegoat, drama keeps everyone trapped in a cycle of dysfunction. When you choose to step back from family drama, you are making a radical choice. I refuse to be defined by these toxic dynamics. This does not mean that you stop caring about your family. Rather, it means recognizing that you cannot control other people's actions, emotions, or decisions, and that you are not responsible for solving everyone's problems. Disengaging from drama requires courage, because it often means stepping outside of the roles you've been conditioned to play. You may be met with anger, confusion, or guilt from family members who expect you to continue fulfilling these roles. But by choosing not to engage, you are breaking the pattern of reactivity and chaos. You are choosing peace over conflict, healing over hurt. In time, your choice to disengage from drama creates an opportunity for healthier, more meaningful interactions. And perhaps most importantly, it serves as a powerful model for future generations, showing them that there is another way to live, one that is rooted in emotional freedom and peace. At the heart of breaking free from generational curses is the act of prioritizing your own self-care and mental health. Many of us come from families where self-care was seen as selfish, where emotional needs were neglected, or where survival was the only priority. But in order to truly break free, you must recognize that your well-being is not only important, it is essential. Self-care is not just about pampering yourself or indulging in momentary pleasures. It is about deeply caring for your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your overall well-being, whether through regular exercise, nourishing food, restful sleep, or time spent in reflection and prayer. Mental health is a key component of self-care. Many of us carry the emotional scars of generational trauma, whether in the form of anxiety, depression, or unresolved anger. By prioritizing your mental health, you are breaking the cycle of self-neglect and creating a new narrative of self-love and healing. Breaking free from generational patterns often involves engaging in various healing practices. This may include seeking therapy or counseling to gain insight and support through professional guidance. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can help you cultivate inner peace and emotional balance. while learning healthy coping mechanisms provides tools to manage stress and adversity. Additionally, developing emotional literacy, understanding and expressing your feelings in a constructive way, plays a crucial role in healing, as it allows you to process emotions healthily and communicate effectively with others. Together, these practices empower you to nurture personal growth and transformation. By investing in your mental and emotional health, you are not only healing yourself, but also creating a foundation for a more resilient, fulfilling life. You are equipping yourself with the tools to break free from generational patterns and step into a future of greater peace, stability, and joy. A pivotal sign that you are breaking free from generational curses is the formation and maintenance of healthy relationships. In families marked by dysfunction, relationships are often characterized by toxicity, manipulation, or emotional neglect. But as you begin to heal, you will find yourself naturally gravitating toward relationships that are built on mutual respect, trust, and support. Healthy relationships require self-awareness and self-worth. You must first recognize your own value and refuse to settle for relationships that diminish or exploit you. As you break free from the conditioning of the past, you will begin to attract people who uplift, inspire, and support you in positive ways. Maintaining healthy relationships demands both effort and commitment. It involves setting and respecting boundaries to ensure that each person's needs are acknowledged and protected. Practicing active listening and empathy is key, as it fosters understanding and connection by allowing each person to feel heard and valued. Honest, open communication is equally important, creating a foundation of trust and transparency that strengthens the relationship. Together, these elements cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections built on mutual respect and care. In healthy relationships, you will feel safe to be vulnerable, to share your struggles, and to celebrate your triumphs. These connections become a source of strength, helping you navigate the challenges of breaking free from generational patterns. And remember, healthy relationships are not limited to romantic partnerships. They include friendships, professional relationships, and chosen family, those individuals who align with your values and support your growth. By surrounding yourself with people who nurture and encourage you, you create a powerful network of love and resilience that sustains you on your journey of healing and transformation. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt and recover from adversity, stress, and trauma. It is the inner strength that allows you to bend without breaking, to face life's challenges with courage and grace. Developing emotional resilience is a critical part of breaking free from generational curses. In families affected by generational trauma, there is often a history of unresolved pain, suppressed emotions, and unhealthy coping mechanisms. Breaking free from these patterns requires a deep commitment to emotional healing and growth. It involves learning to process and express your emotions in healthy ways, developing a positive self-image, and cultivating a sense of inner peace. Emotional resilience is not something you achieve once and for all. It is an ongoing process that evolves over time. It requires continuous effort and self-reflection, as you learn to reframe challenges as opportunities for personal growth. Resilience involves finding meaning and purpose even in difficult times, helping you navigate adversity with a sense of purpose. Additionally, it calls for practicing self-compassion, allowing yourself to make mistakes and let go of the pressure to be perfect. By embracing this process, you build inner strength and adaptability that supports you throughout life's ups and downs. As you develop emotional resilience, you will become less reactive to the ups and downs of life. You will be able to maintain a sense of perspective and balance, even in the midst of chaos. This inner strength becomes a powerful tool in breaking generational patterns, as you are able to respond to challenges with wisdom and grace rather than falling into old destructive habits. One of the most courageous signs that you are breaking free from generational curses is the willingness to seek and value professional help. Healing is a complex process, and there is no shame in reaching out for support. In fact, seeking help is a sign of strength, courage, and self-awareness. In many families affected by generational curses, there is often a stigma surrounding mental health and therapy. Seeking help may be seen as a sign of weakness or failure. But breaking free from these limiting beliefs is a crucial step in your journey of transformation. Professional help can take many forms, from individual therapy and counseling to support groups and workshops. These resources provide a safe, non-judgmental space to process your experiences, learn new coping skills, and gain insight into the patterns and beliefs that have shaped your life. Valuing professional help means making your healing a priority. It means investing time, energy, and resources into your growth and well-being. This is not a sign of failure. It is a profound act of self-love. By seeking and valuing help, you are equipping yourself with the tools you need to break free from the chains of the past and create lasting change. One of the most profound signs of your transformation is the ability to forgive and let go of the past. This does not mean forgetting or excusing the harm that has been done. Rather, it is about releasing the burden of resentment, anger, and pain that keeps you trapped in cycles of suffering. Forgiveness is a deeply personal journey that requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to face the wounds of the past. It is about recognizing that holding on to bitterness only perpetuates the cycle of hurt, and that true freedom comes from letting go. Letting go of the past involves acknowledging and processing your pain while also recognizing that your story does not end there. It is about shifting your focus from what has been to what can be, and embracing the power you have to create a new narrative. As you practice forgiveness and letting go, you create space for healing, growth, and new possibilities. You break free from the shadows of the past and step into the light of your own truth and potential. The most profound sign that you are breaking free from generational curses is your wholehearted embrace of personal growth and transformation. This involves recognizing that change starts within, and that by doing your own inner work, you create ripple effects of healing that extend far beyond yourself. Personal growth is a continuous, lifelong journey that involves constant self-improvement and reflection. It starts with cultivating self-awareness, allowing you to understand your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors on a deeper level. As you grow, you challenge limiting beliefs that may have held you back, opening yourself up to new possibilities. This journey also includes developing new skills and perspectives which broaden your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Additionally, personal growth requires being open to feedback and having the courage to step outside your comfort zone. Embracing change is a necessary part of evolving into your best self. As you embrace this path of transformation, you become a powerful catalyst for change in your family and community. Your own healing inspires others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and liberation. You become a living example of what is possible when we break free from generational patterns and create lives of meaning, purpose, and joy. Breaking free from generational curses is a profound journey of healing, growth, and transformation. Throughout this exploration, we've uncovered the many signs that indicate your liberation, from setting healthy boundaries and disengaging from family drama, to prioritizing self-care, building resilience, and seeking support. As you continue to walk this path, remember that this journey is not about perfection but progress. Each step you take toward healing and self-discovery is a victory, a testament to your courage, resilience, and commitment to creating a new legacy of love, freedom, and joy. So as we come to the end of this video, I invite you to pause and consider your own journey. What signs of breaking free do you recognize in your life? What steps can you take today to continue your path of healing and transformation? Remember, you are not alone. There is a community of survivors and thrivers walking this path alongside you, offering support, encouragement, and love. Together, we are breaking free from the patterns of the past and creating a future where love, resilience, and hope are the legacies we pass on to future generations. If this video has resonated with you, I encourage you to share your thoughts, your story, or your own experiences in the comments below. Let us shine our light together, knowing that our healing is not just for ourselves, but for all those who come after us. Welcome back, my dear friends. As the great mystic Rumi once said, The wound is the place where the light enters you. In our quest for enlightenment, we are not simply navigating mystical auras or divine revelations. We are often called to confront our deepest shadows, the wounds we carry as chosen ones. Our fears, struggles, and moments of doubt are all part of the sacred process of transformation. These challenges are not burdens to be resented, but portals through which the light of divine truth pours into our lives. Today we shall explore this intricate balance. The life of a chosen one is not only marked by heightened awareness, but also by profound moments of isolation, inner turmoil, and the pressure to live up to an immense spiritual destiny. As we navigate these uncharted waters together, know that you are not alone. We will shed light on the shadows that accompany spiritual awakening and, in doing so, find solace and strength. Together, we will confront these challenges and discover the wisdom hidden within. So stay with us throughout this journey, and if you find this message resonates with your soul, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Inner Mystics. Your support helps spread this light and brings our community closer. Now let's dive into the hidden truths that chosen ones face. One of the first truths about being a chosen one is the heightened sense of awareness that permeates every aspect of life. Imagine living with an enhanced radar system that picks up on the subtlest vibrations in the world around you. Emotions, energies, hidden truths. You may sense things others are blissfully unaware of, whether it's the sadness lurking behind a friend's smile or the unspoken tension in a room full of people. This acute perception is both a gift and a burden. On one hand, heightened awareness allows you to connect with the deeper rhythms of the universe. You can see beyond the surface, uncovering the interconnectedness of all things. The beauty of nature, the joy of a kind word, the whisper of the cosmos, all resonate deeply within you, offering profound moments of clarity and insight. This heightened awareness serves as a guiding light on your spiritual journey, helping you navigate life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Yet this same awareness also exposes you to the darker aspects of the world. Walking into a room, you may instantly feel the stress, anger, or sadness of those around you. It's as if you're a sponge, absorbing the emotional and energetic turmoil of others, whether you want to or not. The weight of the world's suffering can feel relentless, battering your senses and leaving you exhausted. Every news headline, every personal interaction can feel like a barrage of negativity that threatens to overwhelm your inner peace. As a chosen one, managing this sensitivity is crucial. Without proper boundaries, you can easily fall into a cycle of overthinking and emotional burnout. You may find yourself trapped in a loop, constantly processing the emotions and energies you pick up, struggling to make sense of it all. The mind can become a whirlwind of second-guessing, where every subtle shift in energy feels like a puzzle to be solved. This mental fatigue, coupled with the emotional drain of absorbing others' pain, can leave you feeling utterly depleted. The key here is learning to navigate this sensitivity with grace and wisdom. As a chosen one, your heightened awareness is a gift, but it can also feel overwhelming if not properly managed. It's essential to recognize that the solution isn't about shutting down your awareness or dulling your sensitivities. Instead, the journey is about cultivating practices that allow you to protect and sustain your energy while remaining open to the world around you. Grounding techniques, such as spending time in nature, walking barefoot on the earth, or even visualizing roots extending from your body into the ground, can help anchor you when external energies feel too overwhelming. These simple but powerful practices reconnect you to the earth's calming energy, bringing a sense of stability and peace when emotions run high. Mindful breathing is another invaluable tool. In moments of chaos or energetic overload, taking slow, deep breaths allows you to return to the present moment, calming the nervous system and creating a buffer between you and the outside world. This practice not only centers you but also helps regulate emotional responses, allowing you to process intense energies without becoming overwhelmed. Intentional solitude is equally important. As someone who is naturally attuned to the energies of others, you may find that periods of alone time are essential for recalibrating your spirit. These moments of quiet reflection and solitude allow you to release any emotional residue you may have picked up throughout the day. Whether through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, solitude offers a sacred space for you to recharge and connect with your inner self. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you create a protective shield around your energy field, allowing you to maintain your inner balance and peace amidst the chaos. When you nurture your own well-being, you continue to shine your light without being consumed by the darkness or negativity around you. This is the delicate dance of being a chosen one, learning to embrace your heightened sensitivity while cultivating the strength to stand firm in your own energy. Being a chosen one often comes with a profound sense of purpose. You may feel as though you've been handed a cosmic mission, something that gives your life meaning and direction. But with this sense of purpose comes immense pressure. It's as if you're carrying the weight of a boulder on your shoulders, tasked with fulfilling a destiny that you may not fully understand. This sense of responsibility can be overwhelming. There's no instruction manual for the path you're on, no clear guidelines for how to navigate the twists and turns of your spiritual journey. The pressure to live up to your potential, to not waste your gifts, can lead to constant self-questioning. You may find yourself striving for perfection in everything you do, fearing that any misstep could derail your divine mission. It's important to recognize that this pressure, whether self-imposed or perceived from others, can be paralyzing. You may feel a relentless need to prove yourself, to be the best version of who you think you're supposed to be. This striving for success can overshadow the joy and fulfillment that should naturally arise from living in alignment with your purpose. Instead of feeling inspired by your calling, you may find yourself burdened by it. Moreover, the fear of failure looms large for many chosen ones. The stakes feel higher because your path is not just about personal success. It's tied to a greater spiritual mission. Every decision you make, every action you take, feels significant. The pressure to succeed can lead to chronic stress, where even small setbacks are magnified into existential crises. You may constantly overthink how to be more successful, whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth, always striving for better and feeling guilty for taking breaks. But here's the truth. Your worth is not measured by how perfectly you fulfill your purpose. The divine does not expect perfection from you. Your purpose is not a burden to bear, but a path to walk with grace and curiosity. When you release the pressure to perform, you open yourself up to the joy and freedom that comes with living authentically. It's not about doing everything right. It's about being true to yourself and embracing the journey with all its ups and downs. As a chosen one, you likely operate on a higher vibrational frequency, which allows you to tap into the beauty and harmony of the universe. This heightened vibration can lead to moments of deep connection, where you feel aligned with the flow of the cosmos and filled with joy, love, and light. Yet this same vibrational sensitivity also makes you more attuned to the chaos and negativity of the world. It's like having an internal tuning fork that resonates with every high and low frequency around you. While you can experience profound joy and connection, you are also acutely aware of discord, suffering, and distress. The constant barrage of negative energies can feel overwhelming, leaving you drained and disconnected from your own inner peace. Living in a world that seems perpetually out of harmony with your higher vibration can be deeply challenging. You may struggle to relate to those around you, feeling as though your experiences and perceptions are out of sync with the collective consciousness. Conversations that once seemed engaging may now feel trivial, and you may find it difficult to engage in activities that others enjoy. This disconnect can lead to a profound sense of loneliness and isolation, as you search for deeper meaning and connection in a world that often seems focused on the superficial. Maintaining a higher vibration requires continuous effort and mindfulness. It's not enough to simply stay positive. You must actively cultivate practices that keep your energy high, even in the face of negativity. Meditation, energy work, and spending time in nature can help you stay grounded and aligned with your higher self. But it's also important to acknowledge that it's okay to struggle. It's okay to feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world at times. The key is to practice self-compassion, allowing yourself the space to rest and recharge when needed. You are not meant to carry the weight of the world's suffering on your own. By nurturing your own light, you can continue to shine brightly, even in the darkest of times. As a chosen one, you are often called to be a leader, whether you seek the role or not. People naturally look to you for guidance, support, and wisdom. Your spiritual insight and compassionate heart make you the go-to person for advice, whether it's about personal issues, emotional struggles, or navigating life's challenges. While this role can be deeply fulfilling, it also comes with its own set of burdens. Leadership, especially in a spiritual context, can feel like a never-ending responsibility. You may be expected to have all the answers, to always do the right thing, and to shoulder the burdens that others shy away from. This sense of responsibility can create a sense of distance between you and those around you, as few people truly understand the weight you carry. The pressure to always be strong, to always be on, can lead to burnout and exhaustion. Moreover, the constant demands on your time and energy can make it difficult to prioritize your own needs. You may find yourself sacrificing personal desires and leisure in the name of helping others. While you are passionate about making a difference in the world, this relentless focus on serving others can leave you feeling stretched thin, with little time or energy left for yourself. The challenge here is learning to set boundaries without feeling guilty. It's essential to recognize that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Taking time for self-care is not selfish, it's necessary. By nurturing your own well-being, you are better equipped to help others. The key is to find balance, knowing when to step into your role as a leader and when to step back and focus on your own needs. Leadership is not about being perfect or always having the answers. It's about being authentic, showing up with integrity, and leading by example. When you allow yourself the grace to rest and recharge, you become a more effective and compassionate leader. One of the most difficult aspects of being a chosen one is the profound sense of isolation that often accompanies the journey. Despite your heightened awareness and spiritual insights, you may find yourself feeling deeply alone. It's like being a lighthouse, guiding others through the darkness, but isolated from the mainland, standing solitary amidst the crashing waves. Your unique perspective and deep insights set you apart from those around you, making it challenging to find people who truly understand your journey. While others engage in everyday conversations about work, relationships, or entertainment, you may be lost in contemplation of deeper truths and spiritual mysteries. This disconnect can make social interactions feel superficial and unfulfilling, as though the gap between your inner world and the outer world is too vast to bridge. Moreover, the isolation isn't just social, it's emotional. You carry the weight of your insights and challenges by yourself, often without a confidant who can share in your experiences. This emotional solitude can amplify feelings of self-doubt, as there's no external validation or support to reassure you that you're on the right path. Over time, this isolation can spiral into feelings of insignificance and hopelessness, making it harder to stay motivated and positive. But it's important to remember that solitude is not a punishment. It is often the space where the most profound growth occurs. In the quiet of your own company, you are given the opportunity to connect deeply with your own soul, to listen to the whispers of the universe, and to find strength within yourself. While the loneliness may feel overwhelming at times, it is also a fertile ground for self-discovery and transformation. To combat the negative aspects of isolation, seek out kindred spirits who resonate with your journey. Whether through spiritual communities, online groups, or close friendships, finding others who share your perspective can help ease the burden of loneliness. And remember, it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to carry the weight of your journey alone. Resilience is one of the hallmarks of a chosen one's journey. It's like being in a never-ending marathon, where the finish line keeps moving further and further away. Each challenge you face strengthens your character, but the relentless nature of these trials can lead to chronic stress and emotional exhaustion. The potential for emotional scars is the darker side of resilience. Over time, the accumulation of hardships can leave deep wounds that are difficult to heal. The emotional toll of constantly bracing for the next hurdle can weigh heavily on your spirit, leaving you feeling battle-weary and worn down. The expectation to always be the bigger person, to rise above every challenge, can feel like an unfair burden, especially when you are struggling internally. It's important to acknowledge that while resilience is a powerful trait, it comes with its own costs. The constant challenges that build resilience can take a significant toll on your well-being, both mentally and physically. If you don't take time to nurture and heal yourself, these emotional wounds can fester, leading to burnout and depression. The key here is to find ways to nurture yourself amidst the trials. This means practicing self-compassion, allowing yourself the space to rest, and recognizing that it's okay to feel vulnerable. You are not expected to be invincible. Your strength lies not in your ability to avoid pain, but in your ability to move through it with grace and courage. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts a chosen one possesses. It's like having a sixth sense that constantly feeds you information from the unseen world. You may find yourself picking up on truths, emotions, and underlying tensions that others overlook. This intuitive understanding can guide you and provide clarity, helping you navigate life with a deeper sense of purpose. But this gift also comes with its challenges. Your intuition may make you overly cautious or suspicious of others' motives. You may find it difficult to trust people, always sensing the hidden agendas or unspoken emotions that lie beneath the surface. This constant state of alertness can lead to hypervigilance, where you're always on guard, scanning your environment for signs and signals that others miss. While this heightened awareness can be incredibly valuable, it can also be mentally exhausting. The constant influx of intuitive information can leave you feeling drained, as you're perpetually processing and analyzing the energies around you. Finding inner peace and tranquility can be difficult when your mind is always working overtime, trying to make sense of the subtle shifts in the world around you. The key to navigating this intuitive gift is learning how to manage the flow of information. You don't have to tune into everything all the time. By setting energetic boundaries and practicing mindfulness, you can control when and how you engage with your intuition. This allows you to preserve your mental and emotional energy, ensuring that your gift remains a source of strength rather than a burden. My friends, as we conclude our exploration of the shadows that accompany the path of a chosen one, remember this: the challenges you face are not obstacles meant to break you. They are part of the unique journey you have been called to undertake. Each trial, each moment of darkness, is an opportunity for growth, learning, and transformation. Many who believe in soul contracts and past life reincarnation suggest that you chose this life and its experiences as part of your soul's eternal journey. This belief highlights the incredible strength and resilience of your spirit. Every wound, every hardship, is a portal through which the light of divine truth enters your life. So don't be too harsh on yourself. Don't let others' expectations weigh you down or make you feel guilty for taking time to care for your own well-being. Your journey is about balance, giving generously to others while also nurturing yourself. You are not here to carry the weight of the world on your own. Allow yourself the grace to rest, to heal, and to find joy in the process. Your path is one of immense challenges, but it is also one of incredible rewards. Embrace both the light and the dark, for it is through this balance that true enlightenment is found. And always remember, you are not alone. We are all walking this path together, and your light, no matter how dim it may seem at times, shines brightly in the cosmos. Until next time, dear my friends, continue to seek balance, cherish the light within, and face the shadows with courage. If you found this message resonating, I invite you to like, comment, and share it with those who might benefit from it. Together, we can spread this light to others and create a community of seekers who support one another on this sacred journey. May you find peace, strength, and cosmic love on your path. Until we meet again, keep shining. You are here for a reason. This message is not for everyone, but if you found this, then it was meant for you. There are no coincidences in the universe. Every encounter, every twist of fate is part of a divine design, and you being here right now is proof of that. The universe has guided you to this moment, nudging you toward a truth that will change everything you thought you knew about your life, your purpose, and your destiny. Something powerful is about to be revealed, and it will transform your view of yourself, your past, and the path ahead. If you feel a pull to stay until the end, you are one of the chosen ones. Those destined to hear this message, to resonate with its every word. For some, this message may not yet be theirs to receive, and that's okay. The universe works on its own timeline, and when their moment comes, they too will feel this call. But if you're still with me, ready to listen and embrace the truth that awaits, know that you are standing on the edge of a monumental shift. Before we begin, if you resonate with this message and are seeking more guidance on your journey, consider subscribing to our channel. We're here to provide insight and support as you walk this extraordinary path. And leave a comment with the number 77 to signal to the universe that you are ready to embrace the path laid out for you. This moment is not a coincidence. It is a calling, a divine appointment that has been waiting for you all along. Let's dive deep, and I promise, by the end, you will see the truth that's been patiently waiting within you. Have you felt it? That quiet whisper, a persistent pull, telling you that your life was meant for more than the mundane routines that many settle for? Deep inside, you've always known. There's been a feeling, a knowing, that you are destined for something extraordinary. Perhaps you've spent years waiting for a sign, some confirmation that all the pain, the struggles, and the lonely moments were building towards something significant. Let me assure you, you did not find this message by accident. You are ready. The universe has been preparing you for this moment all along. The trials you faced were not mere obstacles. They were shaping you, fortifying you, crafting the resilience, strength, and faith that you would need to fulfill your true purpose. Each setback, every closed door, and every broken dream was a necessary step in your transformation. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. Chosen ones are not simply handed their destiny, they must earn it. You have faced hardships not as a punishment or a sign of unworthiness, but because you are being refined, much like gold tested and purified in the fire. Each trial, setback, and moment of pain serves as the universe's way of preparing you, molding your spirit and sharpening your resolve. These challenges are not just obstacles, but vital experiences that ensure, when your moment of truth arrives, you will stand ready, strong, unbreakable, and fully aligned with your higher purpose, unwavering in your mission. Have you ever wondered why certain relationships fell apart? Why jobs that seemed perfect never materialized? Or why you felt out of place in so many spaces? Every rejection was a redirection. Every closed door was the universe steering you away from paths that were never meant for you. You are not here by mistake. You are here because you are finally ready to step into your true path. As you stand on this threshold, the universe is inviting you to peel back the layers that have kept you hidden from your true self. Beneath the masks shaped by societal expectations, family pressures, and the opinions of others lies the authentic you, the version of yourself that has always been destined to emerge. This unveiling is not about becoming someone new, but about rediscovering the essence of who you've always been. For too long, you've tried to fit into molds that were never meant for you, dimming your light to make others comfortable, silencing your voice to keep the peace. But now, the universe is guiding you to let go of those false identities. The wisdom, power, and love you've been searching for are not out there somewhere. They are within you. This is a homecoming, a return to the soul that has been patiently waiting for you to recognize its worth. This journey may feel exhilarating yet daunting, filled with moments of both profound clarity and deep uncertainty. But remember, this is not about perfection, it's about authenticity. It's about embracing the parts of yourself that you've been taught to hide, the quirks, the scars, the unpolished truths. Your imperfections are not weaknesses. They are the unique brushstrokes of the masterpiece that is you. As you begin to strip away the layers, you'll find that many of the superficial concerns that once consumed you start to fade. Your worth is not tied to your accomplishments, your possessions, or the validation of others. It is the radiant light within you that shines brightest in the darkness, a light that cannot be dimmed by any external force. This realization will free you from the constraints of societal norms and empower you to live authentically. With the unveiling of your true self comes a powerful calling, a deeper sense of purpose that rises within you like a tide, sweeping away doubts and revealing the path you were always meant to walk. It's a calling that you have felt for as long as you can remember, a quiet whisper that has echoed in your heart, reminding you that you are meant for more than the surface-level existence that so many settle for. Perhaps you felt it as a child, a spark of wonder and possibility, or maybe it surfaced during moments of hardship when something inside you refused to give up. That knowing, that unshakable sense that your life is destined for something significant, has been guiding you all along. Your purpose is not a title, a job, or an external achievement. It is the very essence of who you are. It flows naturally from your authentic self, reflecting the unique light you bring to the world. The universe has placed you here for a specific reason, and now is the time to fulfill that role. This is your calling, and it transcends personal gain. It is about contributing to the collective evolution and healing of humanity. Many chosen ones struggle with questions of purpose, grappling with feelings of uncertainty, self-doubt, and confusion as they navigate through life's complexities. It's common to feel lost or to question if you are on the right path, especially when the road ahead seems unclear and the burdens of past mistakes or unfulfilled dreams weigh heavily on your heart. You may find yourself constantly searching, hoping for signs or external validation to confirm your path. But the truth is that your purpose is not something you need to seek out, chase, or find in the external world. It has been with you all along. Embracing your purpose may require you to let go of certain people, places, or situations that no longer serve your higher calling. While this can be challenging, trust that what you release will be replaced by something far greater, something that aligns with your true path. The universe rewards those who have the courage to walk away from what no longer serves them, opening doors to new opportunities that resonate with their soul's mission. As you begin to understand the universe's preparations, it becomes clear that every experience, every twist of fate, and every challenge you faced was not random, but an essential part of your unique journey. Life has not been easy, and you've weathered storms that would have overwhelmed many. You've walked through valleys of doubt, endured periods of darkness that could have broken the strongest of souls, and yet here you stand, resilient and transformed, on the brink of stepping fully into your purpose. Every trial has been a lesson, every setback a step toward growth, each one refining you, strengthening you, and shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. But trusting the process is not always straightforward. It often means navigating through periods of uncertainty, where the future feels foggy and the weight of the unknown hangs heavily on your shoulders. It's natural to want to control outcomes, to map out every detail of your journey, and to cling to the familiar, but true transformation requires a different approach. The universe operates on a timeline that often defies our understanding. What feels like a setback may actually be a divine orchestration, redirecting you towards something far greater than you could have planned. Balancing inspired action with surrender is essential. You are not just a passive observer, but a co-creator of your reality. Trusting the process means having faith that every detour, every unexpected twist, is part of a greater design. This trust requires you to shift from fear to faith, a transition that is not always easy but is necessary for your growth. Fear often manifests as self-doubt, the fear of failure, or the reluctance to embrace your power. But faith is the antidote to fear. It is the unshakable belief that you are exactly where you need to be, and that everything is unfolding for your highest good. Making this shift is a gradual process that involves letting go of old narratives and consciously choosing to believe in something greater than yourself. It requires recognizing when fear arises and responding with trust instead. Each time you choose faith over fear, you strengthen your connection to the divine and align more closely with your purpose. As you step into your true self, you may encounter feelings of vulnerability, moments of insecurity or fear of being seen too deeply. Vulnerability, however, is not a weakness. It is a gateway to authenticity and deeper connection. It allows you to show up fully in your truth, flaws and all, and to forge genuine bonds with others. Being vulnerable means allowing yourself to be seen, to share your journey, even when it feels uncomfortable. It means acknowledging your struggles and embracing your imperfections as part of your story. By doing so, you not only liberate yourself from the fear of judgment, but also inspire others with your courage. Your vulnerability is a testament to your strength, a powerful reminder that true connection comes from being unapologetically you. As you embrace vulnerability, you will find that the superficial layers of your life begin to fall away. The relationships that are meant for you will deepen, while those that no longer align with your truth will naturally fade. This shedding is not a loss, but a necessary part of your evolution, creating space for connections that nurture your soul. Your intuition is one of your most powerful assets on this journey. It serves as an inner compass, guiding you toward your true path and helping you make decisions that resonate with your soul. Learning to trust your intuition involves tuning into your inner voice and recognizing its significance, especially in a world that often values logic over feeling. Intuition often manifests as a gut feeling, a quiet whisper, or an inexplicable knowing. It may come to you during moments of stillness or in the midst of life's chaos. The key is to create space for these insights, to practice mindfulness, meditation, or simply taking time in nature. The more you listen, the clearer your intuition will become, empowering you to make choices that align with your highest good. Fear and doubt can cloud your judgment, leading you to second-guess yourself. But remember, your intuition is your ally. It is deeply connected to your authentic self and your connection to the universe. Trusting your intuition is a powerful act of self-love, allowing you to navigate your journey with confidence and grace. As you step into your purpose, the people you surround yourself with will significantly influence your journey. Seek out those who uplift and inspire you, whose energy fosters growth and creativity. A supportive community is essential, providing the encouragement you need to navigate challenges and celebrate your victories. Take a moment to evaluate your current relationships. Are they empowering, or do they drain your energy? Surround yourself with individuals who resonate with your vibration and share your values. Engage with communities that support your growth, whether through spiritual groups, online communities, or simply connecting with like-minded souls. These connections will provide the strength and inspiration you need as you continue on your transformative journey. Your environment also plays a crucial role in your journey. Create spaces that nurture your spirit, whether in your home, workspace, or community. Surround yourself with positive energy, and you will find that your inner world begins to reflect your outer environment, fostering a sense of peace and purpose. While trusting the process is vital, taking inspired action is equally crucial. This means acting on the nudges and insights you receive from the universe. Inspired action comes from a place of alignment with your true self. It feels effortless and fulfilling, guiding you naturally toward your purpose. Begin by setting clear intentions for what you want to achieve, focusing on the feelings you wish to experience rather than specific outcomes. Allow your intuition to guide you as you take steps forward. Each action should resonate with your soul, bringing you closer to your purpose. Remember, inspired action doesn't always mean making drastic changes. Sometimes, the smallest steps can lead to the most significant transformations. Trust that every action you take, no matter how small, is part of the greater plan. Celebrate your progress, remain open to the possibilities that unfold, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. Change is an inevitable part of growth, especially as you step into your purpose. Embracing change means letting go of the familiar and welcoming new experiences, even when it feels daunting. The comfort of the known often feels safe, but true growth happens when you step into the unknown. Recognize that each shift in your life is an opportunity to evolve and align more closely with your authentic self. Allow yourself to feel the discomfort that often accompanies change. It is a sign that you are expanding, pushing beyond your limits, and exploring new horizons. Cultivating resilience will help you navigate change with grace, trusting that each transition is bringing you closer to your ultimate purpose. As you journey through this process, it's important to take time to celebrate your progress. Acknowledge the milestones, both big and small, that you achieve along the way. Celebrating your achievements reinforces your commitment to your purpose and fuels your motivation to keep moving forward. Consider keeping a journal of your journey. Write down your insights, the challenges you've overcome, and the lessons you've learned. This will serve as a powerful reminder of your growth and the strength you've shown. Share your successes with your community. Celebrating with others not only strengthens your connections but also inspires those around you to embrace their own journeys. As you align with your true self, you will begin to attract abundance into your life. Abundance is not just about material wealth. It encompasses love, joy, fulfillment, and opportunities that resonate with your highest self. To embrace abundance, you must shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of limitless possibility. Start by expressing gratitude for what you already have. Gratitude opens your heart and aligns your energy with the abundance you wish to attract. Practice visualization techniques to imagine your dreams in vivid detail, feeling the emotions associated with achieving them. The universe responds to the energy you emit, and when you believe wholeheartedly in your vision, you attract the circumstances that align with it. As you step into your purpose, prioritizing self-care becomes essential. The demands of life can be overwhelming, and taking care of yourself ensures that you remain grounded and energized. Self-care is not a luxury. It is a necessity for maintaining your well-being and resilience. Incorporate practices that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Whether it's meditation, exercise, spending time in nature, or pursuing hobbies that bring you joy. Remember that taking time for yourself is an investment in your overall growth and fulfillment. A well-nurtured spirit is better equipped to handle the challenges that arise on the path to purpose. Trusting your journey is one of the most important aspects of embracing your purpose. Understand that everyone's path is unique, and comparing yourself to others only creates unnecessary pressure. Focus on your own experiences and the lessons they bring, knowing that each step is a vital part of your growth. When faced with challenges, remind yourself that they are opportunities for expansion. Trust that you have the strength and wisdom to navigate whatever comes your way. Your journey is unfolding perfectly, and every experience is contributing to your purpose. Now is the time to step fully into your power. You are not here by accident, and you are not a passive observer of your life. You are a co-creator of your reality, equipped with everything you need to fulfill your mission. Recognize the unique gifts you possess and the light you bring to the world. As you embrace your power, you inspire others to do the same. Your journey is a beacon for those still finding their way, and your courage to live authentically lights the path for others. Trust that you have been prepared for this moment, and let your light shine brightly. Manifestation is not just about wishing for what you want. It's about aligning your energy and actions with your desires. By understanding the principles of manifestation, you can attract opportunities and experiences that resonate with your true self. Clarify your vision, visualize it in detail, and feel the emotions of achieving your dreams. Use tools like vision boards, affirmations, and journaling to reinforce your intentions. The universe responds to the energy you put out, and when you believe in your dreams with conviction, you begin to attract the right circumstances, people, and resources to support your vision. Limiting beliefs are often the biggest barriers to realizing your potential. These beliefs, often rooted in past experiences or societal conditioning, can hold you back from fully embracing your purpose. To break free, start by identifying the thoughts that arise when you think about your dreams. Are they grounded in reality, or are they fears holding you back? Challenge these beliefs with positive affirmations and empowering narratives. You have the power to rewrite your story, to release what no longer serves you, and to step boldly into the life you are meant to live. Letting go is a vital skill on your path to fulfillment. Holding on to past experiences, relationships, or emotions can weigh you down and hinder your progress. Embrace the art of letting go to create space for new opportunities that align with your purpose. Whether it's releasing a toxic relationship, an unfulfilling job, or negative thought patterns, trust that what you let go of will be replaced by something greater. Letting go is not a loss. It's a powerful act of self-love and liberation, opening the door to new possibilities. Gratitude is a transformative practice that shifts your perspective and enhances your journey. By focusing on what you appreciate in your life, you cultivate a mindset of abundance and positivity. Gratitude opens your heart, allowing more blessings to flow into your life. Incorporate a daily gratitude practice, whether through journaling or verbal affirmations. Take time each day to reflect on the things you are thankful for, both big and small. This practice will help you stay connected to the present moment and recognize the beauty that surrounds you. As you reflect on this journey, remember that you are here because you are ready to step into the fullness of your purpose, to embrace your power, and to live authentically. The path of a chosen one is not without its challenges, but it is rich with meaning, growth, and transformation. Every trial you've faced has prepared you for this moment. Trust that the universe is guiding you every step of the way, providing support through signs, synchronicities, and the connections you make along the journey. You are never alone, and your light is needed now more than ever. Embrace your true self, flaws and all, and let your light shine as a guiding force for others. The world is waiting for you to step into your power and fulfill the incredible destiny that is uniquely yours. If you found this message inspiring, please like this video, share it with those who might benefit, and subscribe to Inner Mystics for more transformative content. Together, let's continue to explore the path of awakening and purpose. Your journey has just begun, and the best is yet to come. There comes a time in the spiritual journey when silence becomes louder than the clamor of the world. You, dear soul, might be experiencing this very moment, a period of profound isolation. You may feel as though the world has moved on without you, leaving you in the quiet shadows of solitude. But this stillness is not a punishment or a mistake. On the contrary, it is a vital, divine process crafted by the universe for your growth, transformation, and ultimate purpose. This phase of isolation is not something that happens by coincidence. For those who are chosen, those destined to walk a path of spiritual awakening, solitude becomes a sacred space where the soul is refined and where the whispers of the divine can be heard more clearly. In this video, we will dive into the profound meaning behind isolation, explore how it functions as a vital part of your journey, and reflect on the ways you can embrace it as a transformative period in your spiritual evolution. Let's begin by exploring the concept of being chosen. What does it mean to be a chosen one? Many people speak of chosen ones as individuals who have been selected by a higher power for a special mission, a unique purpose. In spiritual terms, this means you have been called to awaken to a higher truth, to seek the divine, and to carry out a purpose that resonates deeply with your soul's mission. It is important to recognize that being chosen does not mean you are superior to others. Rather, it signifies that your soul has been entrusted with a specific role in the cosmic plan. The universe has set you apart to embark on a path that demands deep reflection, personal growth, and alignment with higher frequencies of consciousness. This calling often feels weighty because it requires you to strip away old layers of ego, past conditioning, and societal distractions in order to access the true essence of who you are. This sacred responsibility is both a blessing and a challenge. It comes with the gift of insight, wisdom, and spiritual power, but it also requires you to face trials, endure hardships, and walk through periods of solitude. Your isolation, therefore, is not just a byproduct of circumstance. It is a deliberate phase, an initiation into deeper levels of awareness. It is during this time that you begin to understand the gravity and beauty of your calling. Isolation, in the context of spiritual awakening, is more than just physical separation from the world. It is a profound state of being that allows you to disconnect from external noise and distractions, giving you the space to attune to your inner world. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, creates this pause in your life so that you may focus on the work that can only be done in silence, the work of self-reflection, healing, and transformation. During periods of isolation, the chosen ones are invited to enter a sacred space where transformation takes place on multiple levels. Just as the caterpillar must retreat into its cocoon before emerging as a butterfly, you too must enter this solitary phase to shed the old and embrace the new. This transformation, however, is not always easy. It can feel uncomfortable, lonely, and even painful at times. But remember, it is through this very discomfort that you will be refined and strengthened. Here are several key aspects of the transformation that occurs during isolation. Number 1. Shedding the old self. Letting go of past patterns. Isolation provides you with the opportunity to shed layers of your old self. These layers consist of beliefs, behaviors, and attachments that no longer serve your highest good. When we are constantly surrounded by others, it can be difficult to recognize these patterns because we are caught up in the roles we play in our daily lives, as a friend, a partner, a worker, or a member of society. However, in solitude, there is no one to reflect back to you who you once were. You are given the space to step back from the world and look inward. In this space, you begin to see clearly which parts of yourself are outdated, no longer aligned with your soul's true nature. You may notice that certain fears, judgments, or negative thought patterns are holding you back from becoming your highest self. The universe, in its wisdom, creates this silence so that you may become aware of these patterns and begin the process of releasing them. Letting go is not easy. It may involve mourning the loss of an old identity or facing difficult emotions that have long been buried. But know that this shedding process is essential for your growth. It is a necessary step in your evolution toward a more authentic and empowered version of yourself. Number 2. Deep healing and self-awareness. Confronting the inner wounds. Isolation is also a time of deep healing. When the distractions of daily life are stripped away, you are left with nothing but your own thoughts and feelings. At first, this may feel uncomfortable, as you come face to face with your inner wounds, insecurities, and fears. But remember, it is only by acknowledging these wounds that you can heal them. The universe has chosen this time of solitude to help you confront the pain that may have been buried deep within your soul. Whether it is unresolved trauma, emotional scars, or limiting beliefs, this period of isolation offers you the opportunity to bring these hidden aspects of yourself to the surface. Through self-awareness and compassion, you can begin to heal and release the emotional weight that has been holding you back. Healing is not always linear. It may involve revisiting painful memories or facing difficult truths about yourself. But as you do this work, know that you are being guided and supported by the divine. The universe is holding space for your healing process, allowing you to emerge stronger and more resilient. Trust that every tear shed and every emotional release is paving the way for your transformation. Number 3. Connecting with the divine. Strengthening spiritual connection. One of the most profound gifts of isolation is the opportunity to deepen your connection with the divine. When the noise of the world fades away, the voice of the universe becomes louder and more discernible. In solitude, You can attune to the subtle guidance, synchronicities, and signs that the universe is sending your way. This period of isolation is an invitation to go within and connect with the higher frequencies of consciousness that guide your path. Whether through meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in silence, you are given the space to listen to the divine whispers that are constantly speaking to you. These whispers may come in the form of intuition, dreams, or sudden insights. They are messages from the universe, helping you align with your true purpose and guiding you on your journey. It is important to remember that even in moments of loneliness, you are never truly alone. The divine is always present, always guiding you, even when it may not seem obvious. Trust that the universe has a plan for you, and this period of isolation is part of that divine plan. Use this time to cultivate a deeper spiritual practice, to strengthen your connection with the divine, and to develop your intuitive abilities. The more you tune into this connection, the more you will feel supported and guided on your path. While isolation offers profound opportunities for growth and transformation, it also comes with its own set of challenges. The quiet can feel deafening, and the lack of external validation can lead to feelings of loneliness, doubt, and uncertainty. However, it is in facing these challenges that you find your true strength. One of the most common challenges of isolation is the feeling of loneliness. It is natural to crave connection with others, especially in moments of uncertainty. But it is important to understand that loneliness is not a permanent state. It is a temporary emotion that arises when we feel disconnected from others and from ourselves. Instead of resisting the loneliness, try to embrace it. View it as a necessary part of your journey, a sacred space where you can explore your inner world without distractions. In this space, you have the opportunity to reconnect with yourself on a deeper level. You may discover aspects of yourself that you never knew existed, or you may find clarity on what truly matters to you. It is also important to remember that the universe is always with you, even in moments of solitude. You are never truly alone. The divine presence is always guiding and supporting you, even when it feels like you are walking this path by yourself. Take comfort in knowing that this isolation is not a punishment but a gift, a time for you to deepen your relationship with yourself and with the divine. Another challenge that often arises during isolation is self-doubt. Without the validation of others, it is easy to question your path and your purpose. You may wonder if you are on the right track, or if you are making the right decisions. This doubt can be overwhelming, but it is also a natural part of the process. It is important to recognize that self-doubt is simply a reflection of the ego trying to hold onto old patterns of fear and control. As you move through this phase of isolation, you are shedding the layers of your old self, and with that shedding comes uncertainty. But it is in this uncertainty that you are given the opportunity to cultivate trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and trust in the process of your transformation. Whenever doubt arises, remind yourself of the times in your life when you have overcome challenges and emerged stronger. Reflect on the signs and synchronicities that have guided you to this point. Trust that the universe is orchestrating everything for your highest good, even if it is not yet clear to you. Keep moving forward with faith, knowing that each step you take is leading you closer to your true purpose. As you move through this period of isolation, you will begin to notice the gifts that solitude brings. While the journey may be challenging at times, it is also deeply rewarding. Through isolation, you gain clarity on your purpose, a deeper connection with the divine, and a renewed sense of inner strength. One of the greatest gifts of isolation is the clarity it brings. Without the distractions of the external world, you have the space to reflect on your life and your soul's true calling. You may find that your purpose becomes clearer, or that you gain new insights into the direction you need to take. This clarity often comes in the form of sudden realizations, intuitive nudges, or dreams that offer guidance. Pay attention to these messages, as they are the universe's way of showing you the path forward. As you gain clarity on your purpose, you will feel a sense of alignment and empowerment, knowing that you are walking the path that is meant for you. Isolation also offers you the opportunity to cultivate inner strength. As you face the challenges of solitude, loneliness, and self-doubt, you are forced to rely on your own inner resources. This process of self-reliance strengthens your resilience and helps you develop a deeper sense of self-trust. Over time, you will begin to realize that you are capable of navigating the uncertainties of life with grace and confidence. You will no longer need external validation to affirm your worth or your path. Instead, you will trust in your own inner knowing, and this trust will become the foundation of your strength. Finally, solitude offers the gift of a deeper connection with the divine. In the stillness of isolation, you are able to tune into the subtle guidance and messages from the universe. This connection brings a sense of peace, clarity, and purpose, helping you feel supported and guided on your journey. As you strengthen your connection with the divine, you will begin to feel a sense of oneness with the universe. You will recognize that you are part of a larger cosmic plan and that everything in your life is unfolding in divine timing. This connection will bring you comfort in moments of uncertainty and help you stay aligned with your soul's purpose. Dear Chosen One, your journey through isolation is not a random occurrence. It is a sacred phase in your spiritual evolution, a time for you to shed the old, heal your inner wounds, and connect more deeply with the divine. While this path may be challenging, it is also profoundly transformative. Embrace this period of solitude as a gift from the universe, a time for you to discover your true purpose and cultivate inner strength. Trust that the universe is guiding you every step of the way, even in moments of uncertainty. As you move forward, carry the lessons and insights gained from this time with you, and let them guide you on your path to becoming the highest version of yourself. If you have found this message resonating with your journey, know that you are not alone. There is a community of chosen ones who are walking similar paths, facing similar challenges, and discovering similar truths. We are all connected in this sacred web of awakening, and together, we are fulfilling the divine plan. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of isolation and its deeper purpose. If this message has touched you in some way, I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And if you wish to continue receiving guidance and insights on your spiritual journey, please consider subscribing to our channel. Until we meet again, take care of your soul, trust the process, and know that you are being guided toward your true purpose. What if I told you that God has a unique way of protecting those He has chosen? That no matter how difficult the journey gets, there's a divine force guiding, shielding, and ensuring that they fulfill their purpose? Today, we're going to explore the powerful ways in which God watches over His chosen ones, how He stands between them and the challenges they face, often without them even realizing it. Perhaps you've experienced moments in your life where things could have gone wrong but didn't. Or times when you felt an unseen hand leading you out of danger or pushing you forward when everything seemed against you. These are no accidents. They are signs of God's divine protection. In this video, we'll reveal the truth behind this sacred shield, how it works, and how you can recognize it in your life. If you're ready to dive deeper into God's plan for His chosen ones and discover the strength He's placed around you, don't forget to subscribe. By joining our community, you'll stay connected to powerful insights that will inspire and uplift your spiritual journey. There's more ahead, and you won't want to miss it. The Bible tells us in Zechariah 2:8, "For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath He sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of His eye." Imagine that for a moment. You are the apple of God's eye, a precious treasured possession that He guards zealously. Just as a parent instinctively shields their child from harm, God is ever vigilant over you. His eyes are always upon you, and His presence surrounds you, even when you are unaware of it. Think about the depth of this statement. Being the apple of His eye implies that you are at the center of His focus and care. It is not a casual glance or a fleeting concern. God's attention to you is intense, deliberate, and filled with love. Just as the pupil of the eye is instinctively and reflexively protected, so too does God respond to any threat or harm that comes near his beloved children. This phrase reflects an intimacy and a closeness with God that goes beyond mere observation. It speaks of a deep, abiding love and a commitment to your well-being. Moreover, being the apple of God's eye means that he sees you through a lens of grace and mercy. He understands your struggles, your fears, and your pains. He is not a distant observer, but a compassionate father who feels your hurts and rejoices in your victories. His protection is not just about preventing physical harm. It encompasses emotional, spiritual, and psychological care as well. He guards your heart against the wounds of this world, shielding you from despair and filling you with his peace. God's protection is also proactive, not just reactive. He prepares a path ahead of you, removing obstacles and providing guidance. He whispers to your spirit, nudging you away from choices that could lead to harm and toward those that will bring you closer to him. His word acts as a lamp unto your feet, illuminating the way forward in times of darkness. Every day, in ways both seen and unseen, he is crafting a fortress around you, a spiritual hedge that no enemy can penetrate. This divine vigilance is not only a testament to his power, but also to his love. It is a reminder that you are never truly alone, never outside of his sight, and never beyond the reach of his caring hand. No matter where you go or what challenges you face, you are always, always the apple of his eye. Life is often a series of unanswered questions. There are moments when God's ways seem mysterious, when his plans are not immediately clear. You may find yourself in a season of waiting, uncertainty, or even suffering. It's in these times that the enemy seeks to sow seeds of doubt and fear, whispering lies that you are forgotten or forsaken. During these difficult seasons, it is easy to feel lost, as if you are wandering through a dark, endless tunnel without a light to guide your path. The weight of unanswered prayers and the silence of heaven can feel like a burden too heavy to bear. You may ask, where is God in all of this? Why is he allowing me to endure such pain? These are natural human responses to suffering. Yet it is precisely in these moments of uncertainty that our faith is tested and refined, much like gold is purified in the fire. God's ways may be beyond our understanding, but his love for us is unwavering. Even when we cannot see the full picture, he sees it perfectly. He knows the beginning from the end, and he is orchestrating every detail of our lives for a purpose that is far greater than we could ever imagine. Furthermore, these times of waiting and suffering are opportunities for us to strengthen our spiritual muscles. Just as physical muscles grow stronger through resistance and strain, our faith grows stronger when we learn to rely on God in the midst of trials. The enemy would have us believe that we are alone, that God has abandoned us. But Scripture reminds us otherwise. In Deuteronomy 31:6, God promises, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." His presence is constant, even when we cannot feel it. It is in the deepest valleys of our lives that we often encounter God in the most profound ways. When all else is stripped away, and we are left with nothing but our faith, we find that God is more than enough. He meets us in our brokenness, in our confusion, and in our pain, offering comfort and peace that surpasses all understanding. These are the moments when his grace is most evident, when his strength becomes our own, and when his love becomes the anchor for our souls. So, when you find yourself in a season of unanswered questions, remember this: God is still there. He is still working. He is still loving you with an everlasting love. And while you may not understand his ways now, there will come a day when all will be made clear. Until then, hold fast to his promises, trust in his goodness, lean into his grace, and know that even in the silence, even in the waiting, he is with you, guiding you, shaping you, and preparing you for a future filled with his hope and his glory. But how do we trust God when the storms of life rage around us? When we are faced with trials that seem insurmountable? When we are walking through a valley so dark that we cannot see the way forward? The answer lies in faith, a deep, abiding trust in the goodness and faithfulness of God, even when we do not understand His ways. Faith is more than just a belief. It is an unshakable confidence in God's character and His promises. It is the firm assurance that God is who He says He is, and that He will do what He has promised, even when our circumstances seem to suggest otherwise. This kind of faith requires us to look beyond what we can see with our physical eyes and focus on the unseen reality of God's presence and power. It is about choosing to believe that God is in control, that He is working all things for our good, even when the evidence around us seems to indicate the contrary. Consider the story of Peter walking on water in the midst of a storm. When Peter kept his eyes on Jesus, he was able to do the impossible. He walked on water. But the moment he took his eyes off Jesus and focused on the wind and waves around him, he began to sink. This story illustrates a powerful truth. The key to standing firm in the storm is keeping our eyes fixed on Jesus. When we focus on Him, rather than the circumstances surrounding us, we find the strength to keep going, to rise above the waves, and to move forward in faith. Furthermore, trusting God in difficult times is not a passive act. It is an active choice. It is about choosing to worship when we feel like worrying, choosing to pray when we feel like panicking, and choosing to declare God's promises over our lives when we feel like giving up. It means filling our minds and hearts with His Word, allowing His truth to drown out the lies of the enemy. It is in these moments of active faith that we draw closer to God and experience His presence in deeper, more intimate ways. In addition, faith is nurtured in community. Surrounding ourselves with other believers who can encourage us, pray with us, and remind us of God's promises is vital. There is strength in numbers, and when we are surrounded by a community of faith, we are less likely to succumb to fear and doubt. We are reminded that we are not alone, that others have walked this path before us, and that God is faithful to see us through. Ultimately, trusting God in the storms of life is about placing our hope in His sovereignty and His unfailing love. It is about believing that He is with us in the boat, calming the storm within us even if the storm around us continues to rage. It is about clinging to the truth that God is good, that He is in control, and that He will carry us safely to the other side. So even when the waves crash and the winds howl, hold on to your faith. Keep your eyes on Jesus, trust in His love, and know that He is with you every step of the way. Throughout Scripture, God has given us countless promises of His protection and provision. In Isaiah 43:2, He says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flame scorch you." Notice that God does not say, "if you pass through the waters," but "when you pass through the waters." Trials are a part of life, but so is God's presence in the midst of them. This distinction is crucial. It reminds us that hardship and adversity are inevitable parts of the human experience. God never promises a life free from trouble. Rather, He promises His steadfast presence and unfailing support through every trial. The waters and fires mentioned in Isaiah 43:2 are not just metaphorical. They represent the overwhelming circumstances we all face, moments of deep distress, uncertainty, and fear. Yet God's assurance is not that we will avoid these difficulties, but that He will be with us through them, guiding us, holding us, and ensuring that we are not consumed by them. God's promises are not meant to suggest a life without pain, but a life where His presence transforms pain into purpose. When we pass through the waters, those turbulent times when we feel as if we are drowning under the weight of our burdens, He is there to lift us up, to sustain us. When we walk through the fire, those intense trials that threaten to burn away our hope and joy, He is our shield, ensuring that the flames refine rather than destroy us. His presence provides a protective barrier, a spiritual armor that shields us from ultimate harm. These promises also highlight God's intimate understanding of our human condition. He knows our fears, our weaknesses, and our tendency to despair when faced with adversity. He doesn't merely offer vague reassurances. He speaks directly to our most profound fears, promising not just survival, but safety in His presence. He knows that the waters and fires of life can make us feel vulnerable and exposed, but He assures us that we are never truly alone or unprotected. God's promises are both a source of comfort and a call to action. They comfort us in knowing that we are not alone in our struggles. At the same time, they call us to actively trust in His provision and to seek His presence in every circumstance. His promise is not a guarantee of a trouble-free life, but a life where His grace, mercy, and protection are constantly at work. As we pass through the waters and walk through the fire, we are called to remember that God is always at our side, making a way where there seems to be no way, and turning our trials into testimonies of His unending love and faithfulness. There is a profound peace that comes from learning to rest in God's sovereignty. To rest is not to be inactive, but rather to place your trust in God's perfect plan and timing. It is to release your need for control and surrender to the one who holds the universe in His hands. It is to believe that God is working all things together for your good, even when the outcome is not yet visible. Resting in God's sovereignty means acknowledging that His wisdom is far greater than ours. It is understanding that His perspective encompasses all of time and space, and that He sees the entirety of our lives, from beginning to end, while we see only a small part. When we rest in God's sovereignty, we trust that He knows what is best for us, even when we cannot comprehend it. It's about relinquishing our desires to dictate the terms of our lives and embracing the reality that God's plans are infinitely more beautiful and beneficial than anything we could imagine for ourselves. Resting in God's sovereignty is also a profound act of faith. It means choosing to see God's hand at work in every situation, even when the situation appears bleak. It means finding contentment in the waiting periods, knowing that God is using these times to mold us, to shape our character, and to prepare us for what lies ahead. Just as a farmer waits patiently for the seed to grow after planting, so too must we learn to wait for God's plans to unfold, trusting that every season has its purpose. Moreover, to rest in God's sovereignty is to find peace in His promises. The Bible is filled with assurances that God is in control, that He is working all things for the good of those who love Him. This truth allows us to release our grip on life and trust that He is orchestrating every detail according to His divine purpose. It's recognizing that our lives are not random or accidental, but carefully crafted by a loving Creator who has a plan for each of us. This rest also brings freedom. Freedom from the burden of trying to control outcomes or fix every problem. Freedom from the anxiety that comes from feeling like everything depends on us. When we rest in God's sovereignty, we are liberated from the need to have all the answers. We are free to live with a light heart, knowing that God is carrying the weight of our worries and guiding us along the path He has set before us. Ultimately, resting in God's sovereignty means trusting that He is good, that He is faithful, and that He is unchanging. It is a commitment to hold fast to His promises and to trust that He is working all things according to His perfect will, even when we cannot see the full picture. This rest brings a profound peace that transcends understanding, a peace that guards our hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. It is a peace that comes from knowing that, come what may, our lives are securely held in the hands of a loving and sovereign God. Faith is not passive, it is active and alive. It requires a response. When you find yourself in a situation that seems impossible, choose to act in faith. Speak God's promises over your life. Declare His word over your circumstances. Refuse to give in to fear and doubt. Remember, faith is not the absence of fear. It is the courage to move forward in spite of it. Faith is a powerful force that transforms our lives and circumstances. It is not a mere wishful thinking or blind optimism, but a confident assurance in God's character and His promises. True faith compels us to step out of our comfort zones and take bold actions, even when we cannot see the entire path ahead. It is believing that God is who He says He is, and will do what He has promised, regardless of our current situation or the challenges we face. Faith also involves speaking life into our circumstances. The Bible teaches us that the tongue has the power of life and death. By declaring God's promises over our lives, we align our words with His truth, allowing His power to flow through us. When we speak words of faith, we activate the spiritual authority that God has given us, and we set into motion the promises of God. This act of declaring His word is not just about positive thinking. It is about proclaiming the reality of God's kingdom over the temporary reality of our situation. Faith is also about taking practical steps that align with what we believe. If we are believing God for a breakthrough, we must prepare for it as though it is already on its way. For example, if we are praying for a job, we don't sit idly by. We update our resume, apply for positions, and prepare for interviews. If we are trusting God for healing, we speak words of health and wholeness over our bodies. We pursue wisdom in our lifestyle choices, and we may even seek medical counsel, all while trusting that ultimate healing comes from Him. Faith, therefore, is dynamic and involves our whole being, our thoughts, words, and actions. It calls us to be fully engaged, to step into the unknown with confidence, knowing that God is with us. It is about trusting God's promises more than we trust our fears. And even when fear and doubt arise, as they inevitably will, faith gives us the courage to keep moving forward, one step at a time, trusting that God is leading us, guiding us, and providing for us every step of the way. So when you face a mountain that seems too high to climb, remember that faith is the key to moving it. When you encounter a storm that threatens to capsize your boat, remember that faith is the anchor that holds you steady. And when you feel overwhelmed by the trials of life, remember that faith is the light that leads you out of the darkness. Choose to act in faith today. Trust in God's promises, declare His truth over your life, and move forward with the assurance that God is with you, guiding your steps and preparing the way. One of the most challenging aspects of faith is waiting on God's timing. We live in an instant gratification culture, but God operates on a different timeline. His timing is perfect, and He is never in a hurry. When you find yourself in a season of waiting, remember that God is not withholding from you, but preparing you for what lies ahead. There is a work being done in your character, in your spirit, and in your understanding of who God is. Waiting on God's timing requires patience and trust, two qualities that are often in short supply in our fast-paced world. In a society where we are accustomed to quick fixes and immediate results, waiting can feel frustrating and even painful. We want our prayers answered now, our problems solved today, and our dreams fulfilled tomorrow. Yet God's process is often slower and more deliberate, designed to accomplish more profound and lasting changes in our lives. The waiting period is not a time of inactivity, but rather a critical time of preparation, growth, and transformation. During these seasons of waiting, God is shaping our hearts and refining our spirits. Just as gold is refined in the fire, so too are our faith and character, refined through periods of waiting and uncertainty. God uses these times to strip away our dependence on things that are not of Him and to deepen our reliance on His strength and provision. It is in the waiting that we learn to trust God's goodness, even when we don't understand His methods or see immediate results. Waiting also fosters gratitude. When we finally receive what we have been praying for, after a period of waiting, we appreciate it more deeply. We recognize it as a gift from God, not something we earned or achieved on our own. The joy of receiving is amplified because it is coupled with the growth and maturity that developed during the waiting period. This gratitude further enriches our relationship with God, as we see more clearly His hand at work in our lives. Ultimately, waiting on God is an exercise in trusting His character. It is about believing that God is good, that He is for us, and that His plans for us are better than anything we could plan for ourselves. It is about surrendering our timeline to His, and believing that He knows the desires of our hearts better than we do. It is about resting in the assurance that, Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. This kind of waiting is not passive but active, filled with hope and expectation, knowing that in God's perfect timing, all things will come to pass for our good and His glory. So, when you find yourself in a season of waiting, do not be discouraged. Remember that God is at work, both in the seen and unseen, crafting something beautiful out of your waiting. Trust that He is preparing you for something greater than you could ever imagine, and that in His time, He will fulfill His promises to you in ways that far exceed your expectations. As we've explored today, God's protection over His chosen ones is profound, intimate, and unwavering. He guards us not just from physical dangers, but also from the unseen forces that seek to harm our souls. His love surrounds us like a shield, and His promises are a refuge we can always run to. Whether you are walking through a season of joy or facing a storm that feels unending, remember this: God is with you. He sees you. He values you as the apple of His eye. Trust in His protection and lean into His promises. When you feel alone or overwhelmed, turn to His word and remind yourself that He is your deliverer and your strength. His plans for you are good, and He is working behind the scenes, even when you can't see it. Take a moment to reflect on the ways God has been faithful to you in the past, and let that give you confidence for the future. Know that as one of His chosen, you are under His divine covering. He will never leave you nor forsake you. So, stand firm in your faith, hold on to His promises, and let His peace, which surpasses all understanding, guard your heart and mind. Thank you for joining us today. If this message has touched your heart, please like this video and share it with someone who might need to hear this truth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more encouraging content like this. Let us know in the comments how God has protected you or what topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. Remember, you are loved, you are chosen, and you are always under God's mighty protection. Stay blessed, and see you in the next video. Are you feeling like life is shifting in ways you can't quite explain? As if the familiar is slowly peeling away, revealing something deeper, more profound. You may be stepping into your second awakening, a powerful transformation that changes not only how you see the world, but how you live in it. In today's video, we're diving into 12 unmistakable signs that your second awakening is happening right now. From heightened intuition to the spontaneous release of emotions, these are not just random occurrences. They are the universe's way of guiding you to a higher level of consciousness. If you resonate with this content and want to stay connected to more insights on spiritual awakening, conscious living, and personal transformation, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss out on the guidance that can help you navigate this beautiful and powerful journey. Now let's begin unfolding the 12 signs of your second awakening. The first sign, awakening to your vibrational reality. The gateway to your second awakening lies in a simple yet profound truth. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are not random. They carry energy, shaping the world around you in ways you may not always see. Every thought sends out a ripple, every feeling creates a wave, and every action vibrates with an unseen frequency. As you awaken to this reality, you'll realize how much of your life has been on autopilot, with routines guiding your steps and unconscious habits setting the pace. But now, a new path calls you to step forward with deliberate, conscious intention, turning each moment into a mindful act of creation. Picture your morning, typically filled with rushed motions and scattered thoughts. Now imagine transforming it into a sacred ritual. Making coffee is no longer just a task, but an opportunity to connect with your higher self. As you grind the beans, feel the texture beneath your fingers. As the water boils, let its warmth center you. As you pour it into your cup, take a deep breath and set an intention for the day. This small, deliberate act shifts your energy from reacting to the external world to mastering your internal reality. In this space, you are no longer merely moving through life. You are crafting it with purpose. As you begin to operate from this higher level of awareness, the world responds in kind. Without effort, you'll find new opportunities and people flowing into your life, aligning with the energy you now embody. Abundance no longer feels like something you must strive for. Instead, it naturally gravitates towards you, reflecting the harmony and grace you cultivate within. Your reality becomes a living mirror of your inner state, bringing you more of the peace, joy, and alignment you carry within your soul. The second sign: shifting from thinking to embodying. One of the biggest misconceptions we've been taught is that more thinking leads to more success. Society glorifies overanalysis, meticulous planning, and constant mental activity as the path to achievement. However, as your second awakening unfolds, you realize that true growth and abundance come not from thinking, but from embodying higher vibrations. Consider your daily interactions. Before, you might have spent hours over-preparing for meetings or conversations, meticulously planning every word to ensure the desired outcome. But now, you begin to trust the flow of life. You walk into the same meeting with a calm, grounded confidence, radiating a frequency that effortlessly draws respect and cooperation. You realize that your energy speaks louder than any carefully planned strategy. You're no longer a participant. You're leading the energy of the room with your presence, an unseen force that others naturally gravitate toward. As you embrace this new way of being, insights begin to flood your consciousness. Like beams of light piercing through a fog, they illuminate the path ahead with clarity and purpose. You no longer feel the need to tie your worth to mental activity or achievements, but to the purity of your vibration. This profound shift frees up mental space, allowing more creativity, synchronicity, and abundance to flow into your life, without the struggle and overthinking that used to consume your energy. The third sign: reality filter upgrade. A significant part of the second awakening is the experience of what can only be described as a reality filter upgrade. Your perception sharpens, and the mundane aspects of life start to pulse with a sense of magic and meaning. It's as if a veil is lifted, revealing a world that is far more vibrant and alive than you previously noticed. Take something as simple as watching the sunset. Where you once saw a fading ball of light, you now see a symphony of hues, each color blending into the next, stirring your soul and connecting you to the divine. Walking through nature, a single leaf might captivate you with its intricate veins, revealing the hidden universe within it. This heightened sense of awareness transforms even the most mundane tasks into profound moments of connection with the world around you. This upgrade is not just about seeing more, it's about feeling more deeply. Your senses become attuned to the subtleties of life, allowing you to connect with your environment on a more profound level. In Hindu mythology, Arjuna's divine vision of Krishna's cosmic form in the Bhagavad Gita is a powerful metaphor for this shift in perception. As Krishna reveals the infinite manifestations of the universe, Arjuna's limited perception of reality is shattered, granting him the courage and clarity to fulfill his dharma. Similarly, your second awakening opens your eyes to the interconnectedness of all existence, allowing you to perceive life in its true, vivid beauty. The fourth sign: transcending the spiritual ego. As you rise further along your spiritual path, you may encounter an unexpected and subtle challenge: the emergence of the spiritual ego. Unlike the ego you may have previously worked to transcend, this new form is more elusive, cloaked in the guise of wisdom, insight, and spiritual growth. It can be difficult to detect because it often feels like progress. You might begin to notice subtle feelings of superiority creeping in, perhaps when you compare your spiritual journey to others. A quiet sense of pride may arise when you believe you are more awakened or enlightened than those around you. You may even catch yourself judging others for not being as spiritually aware, subconsciously placing yourself on a pedestal, convinced that your insights and experiences make you more evolved. This phase is an important crossroads in your spiritual evolution. It is a natural part of the journey to confront the spiritual ego, but it is vital to recognize it for what it is, another layer of separation and illusion. The key to moving beyond this is to understand that true enlightenment has nothing to do with hierarchy or superiority. It is not a contest or a ranking of who is more awakened. As you transcend this phase, your actions become more genuine, flowing naturally from a place of humility and love. Your interactions with others shift. Rather than seeing them as less aware or judging their progress, you begin to understand their journeys with greater empathy and kindness. Your spiritual practice, once driven by the desire to achieve or be better, becomes rooted in simplicity and sincerity. It becomes less about performing spiritual tasks and more about embodying spiritual truths in every moment. This is where true awakening begins, not in the grandeur of what you have attained, but in the quiet, profound embrace of your shared humanity with all living beings. The fifth sign, moving from doing to being. We live in a world that constantly drives us to do more, acquire more, and chase after success. We are conditioned to believe that our worth is tied to our achievements, wealth, and productivity. But as your second awakening unfolds, you begin to see through this illusion. You realize that true fulfillment doesn't come from what you have or what you do, but from who you are in each moment. Instead of chasing the next promotion, the next material possession, or the next milestone, you start to value the power of presence. You find joy in simply being. Your commute to work transforms from a rush to complete tasks to a peaceful time of reflection. You feel the flow of your breath, the weight of your body in the seat, the world passing by outside your window. This simple act of mindfulness fills you with a sense of calm and connection to the now. As you surrender to the present moment, you allow divine energy to flow through you. Your relationships deepen. Your work becomes a joyous expression of your true self, and life no longer feels like a constant chase. You've moved from doing to being, and in this state you discover the boundless joy and fulfillment of living in harmony with the universe. The sixth sign, emotional release and healing. During your second awakening, you might begin to feel waves of emotion wash over you, often without warning. These feelings can arise from the most unexpected places. A familiar melody from your childhood, a passing memory, or even a quiet moment of stillness. What might seem like random bursts of emotion are, in fact, powerful signs that your soul is in the process of deep healing. Old wounds, past traumas, and the weight of unspoken pain begin to surface, asking to be acknowledged and released. In this phase, you no longer push these emotions aside or bury them beneath layers of distraction. Instead, you begin to recognize them for what they truly are, sacred messengers from your inner self calling you to heal, grow, and transform. Think of those moments when a song unexpectedly brings tears to your eyes. It's not just nostalgia. It's your soul's way of shedding the layers of past hurt, grief, or longing that have been quietly building up within you. This is emotional alchemy, where pain is turned into peace and past burdens are transformed into freedom. With every release, you feel lighter, more whole, and closer to the truest version of yourself. This isn't just a fleeting emotional release. It's a profound, ongoing process of cleansing and renewal. By allowing yourself to fully feel and release these emotions, you make space for deeper clarity and healing, paving the way for a future filled with joy, lightness, and an unshakable sense of inner peace. In embracing this journey, you are freeing your spirit and welcoming the next chapter of your life with open arms and a heart unburdened by the past. The seventh sign, dissolution of old identities. As you journey deeper into your second awakening, something remarkable begins to unfold. The shedding of the old identities and roles that once defined you. The person you used to be, the one shaped by your career, family expectations, or societal norms, starts to feel distant, almost like a faint echo of a former life. you begin to realize that many of the labels you wore were never truly yours. They were constructs handed down by society, shaped by external expectations and past achievements. Now, those identities no longer hold the same weight or meaning they once did. This process of dissolving old identities is both liberating and at times disorienting. You may feel a sense of loss or confusion as you let go of the titles and roles that once gave you a sense of security and belonging. But beneath the surface, something far more profound is happening. You are no longer bound by the limitations of who you were supposed to be. Instead, you are stepping into the fluidity of your true essence, a self that is ever evolving, free from the confines of labels and expectations. This evolving identity allows you to grow, transform, and embrace new possibilities that align with the deeper truths of who you are becoming. In this new space of authenticity, your soul begins to flourish. You are no longer striving to meet societal standards or live up to outdated definitions of success. Like Hypatia of Alexandria, the brilliant philosopher and mathematician who defied the conventions of her time to pursue her intellectual passions, you too are breaking free from the chains of conformity. Hypatia lived a life of courage and conviction, unafraid to challenge societal norms in her quest for knowledge and wisdom. Similarly, you are now moving toward a life of greater freedom and purpose, unshackled by the roles you once played. You are carving out a path where your true self can thrive, empowered by the realization that you are not defined by your past, but by the limitless potential of who you are becoming. This is the beauty of your second awakening, the shedding of old skins, the release of outdated identities, and the emergence of a self that is fluid, expansive, and authentic. As you embrace this newfound freedom, you step into a life that is aligned with your soul's deepest calling, a life where you can grow, evolve, and express your truest nature without limits. The eighth sign, intuitive lightning strikes. One of the most exhilarating elements of the second awakening is the sudden onset of intuitive clarity. Those moments where life-changing insights seem to appear out of nowhere, like bolts of lightning illuminating the darkest skies. You begin to experience a profound sense of inner knowing, trusting your gut instincts with a certainty you've never felt before. It's as if an invisible compass within you is guiding your every step, gently but powerfully steering you toward choices that are in perfect alignment with your soul's true path. Imagine deciding, seemingly on a whim, to take a spontaneous trip or start a new creative project. What initially feels like an impulsive choice unfolds into something transformative, opening doors to personal growth, new connections, and opportunities you never could have planned for. These decisions are not random. They are the results of your heightened intuition, now emerging as your most reliable guide. You no longer question whether your instincts are right, you simply know. This inner wisdom, sharpened by your awakening, leads you toward people, places, and experiences that resonate with your highest potential. In the rich tapestry of Yoruba mythology, Orunmila, the god of wisdom and divination, is revered for offering divine guidance to those seeking clarity. Orunmila's followers believe that through divination, he reveals hidden truths and provides insight that transcends ordinary perception. Much like those who turn to Orunmila, you begin to receive flashes of wisdom that seem to come from a higher source. These moments of revelation are not mere accidents or coincidences. They are the universe speaking directly to you, aligning your actions with the deeper currents of your destiny. As these intuitive strikes become more frequent, they begin to reshape your reality, making your journey through life feel less like a struggle and more like a dance with the divine. Each insight brings you closer to the realization that the answers you seek have always been within you, waiting to emerge when you are ready to listen. The ninth sign, seeing through the material, mirage. As your second awakening continues to unfold, you begin to see beyond the illusions of material possessions and the false promises of lasting happiness they offer. For so long, you may have been conditioned to believe that wealth, status, and accumulating things are the keys to fulfillment. But now, As your awareness deepens, you recognize that the true essence of joy and contentment cannot be found in what you own. Instead, it lies in the richness of experiences, the depth of relationships, and the beauty of authentic connections. You start to reassess how you spend your time, energy, and resources. No longer drawn to the endless chase of the latest gadgets or fleeting trends, you find yourself naturally gravitating toward experiences that nourish your spirit. The treasures you now seek are intangible: love, wisdom, connection, gifts that are timeless and infinitely more fulfilling than the temporary thrill of acquiring material goods. By detaching from the materialistic mindset, you open yourself to the profound joy of living a life rooted in love, connection, and purpose. Your relationships deepen as you invest more time and energy into those around you, and your experiences grow richer as you focus on moments that truly resonate with your soul. The fulfillment that arises from this shift in perspective is far greater than anything a possession could offer. It's a contentment that radiates from within, a feeling of peace and alignment with your true self, knowing that the greatest joys in life cannot be bought, but must be lived and felt deeply. The 10th sign: embracing present moment power. The second awakening invites you to step fully into the present moment where true power and joy are found. No longer is life something to rush through or merely endure. Instead, every moment, no matter how simple, becomes an opportunity to connect with a profound richness and depth you may have never imagined. It's as though the world comes alive in a way you hadn't noticed before, and suddenly, the ordinary feels extraordinary. As you eat a meal, you no longer just taste the food. You savor each bite, noticing the textures, flavors, and the energy that nourishes your body. When walking through nature, the colors seem more vibrant, the breeze against your skin more soothing, and the sounds of birds and rustling leaves more harmonious. In these moments, past anxieties and future worries gradually dissolve, losing their hold on your mind as you immerse yourself in the present, where true peace resides. This shift in focus sharpens not only your senses, but also your connection to life itself. You begin to experience every moment as a gift, something to cherish, rather than something to simply move through. Your life takes on a new quality, one of vibrancy, awareness, and authenticity. Each second becomes a celebration of existence, an opportunity to fully engage with the beauty that surrounds you. This is the essence of the second awakening, the realization that the present moment is not something to escape from or hurry past, but rather the most powerful and sacred place you can be. It is here, in the now, where true freedom, joy, and fulfillment await, if only you allow yourself to fully receive it. In embracing this way of being, you unlock the ability to live with a heart wide open, attuned to the infinite possibilities of each passing breath. The 11th sign: mission manifestation. As your second awakening deepens, you begin to discover a profound and undeniable sense of purpose, one that resonates deeply with your passions, values, and the core of who you are. This isn't just a passing interest or hobby that fades with time. It's a mission rooted in your very soul, a calling that compels you to make a meaningful contribution to the world. You no longer feel adrift or uncertain about your path. Instead, you are guided by a force that feels both powerful and inevitable, pushing you towards something greater. You may suddenly feel inspired to start a new venture, initiate a project that aligns with your heart's desires, launch a nonprofit to support a cause close to your soul, or perhaps write a book that shares your unique perspective and wisdom with the world. These actions are more than just tasks or goals. They are sacred expressions of your soul's higher purpose, channeling your gifts and talents into something that can leave a lasting imprint on others. This mission manifestation is one of the most powerful signs of your second awakening. It provides you with direction, illuminating the path ahead with a clarity that wasn't there before. Every action you take feels purposeful, aligned with your deepest truth. You move forward with a newfound sense of confidence and assurance, knowing that the work you do and the impact you have are truly meaningful. Your contributions are no longer driven by external pressures or societal expectations, but by the purest expression of your true self, creating ripples of positive change in the world. The 12th sign, greater compassion and empathy. The culmination of your second awakening reveals itself in a profound surge of compassion and empathy that flows effortlessly through you. You begin to experience a deeper connection with the people around you, as though their joys, sorrows, and challenges are intertwined with your own. This shift isn't just intellectual, it's felt deeply in your heart, awakening a heightened sensitivity to the human experience. Suddenly, you find yourself approaching difficult situations with a gentler hand. Where there might have once been judgment, there is now understanding. Where there might have been indifference, there is genuine care. You offer support and kindness, not out of obligation, but from an innate desire to uplift and heal. Your empathy expands, reaching not only those closest to you but also extending to strangers and those you may never meet. It's as if the barriers that once divided self and other are dissolving, leaving only a sense of unity and interconnectedness. As your second awakening continues to unfold, this newfound empathy becomes a guiding force in your life, transforming your relationships and worldview. Your heart opens wider, and your actions reflect the love and connection you feel with all of existence. This state of being turns you into a beacon of light, radiating compassion wherever you go, inspiring others to live with greater empathy, and contributing to a world that thrives on unity and understanding. Through this expanded sense of compassion, your second awakening reaches its fullest expression, guiding you to live in harmony with all beings. As we come to the end of this journey through the 12 signs of your second awakening, I hope you found clarity, inspiration, and perhaps even a reflection of your own experiences. Each of these signs is a powerful reminder that you are evolving, stepping into a higher state of consciousness where life is lived with greater depth, purpose, and alignment with your true self. Remember, this process is unique to you. Your second awakening is unfolding exactly as it should, guiding you toward a more fulfilling, connected, and enlightened way of being. Embrace every moment, every lesson, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. If you resonated with any part of this video, I encourage you to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Let's grow together and continue supporting each other on this beautiful journey of awakening. And if you're looking for more guidance and inspiration along the way, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss future videos that will help you dive even deeper into your spiritual journey. Thank you for watching, and remember, your second awakening is not just happening to you, it's unfolding for you. Embrace it fully, and watch as your life transforms in extraordinary ways. What does it take to break free from the chains of a generational curse? Perhaps you've faced struggles that seem too familiar, as if they're woven into the fabric of your family's story. Patterns of pain, trauma, or self-doubt that pass from one generation to the next. But here you are, standing at the crossroads, having endured your own wounds, and now discovering something remarkable. You are not just another link in the chain. You are the one who breaks it. In this video, we'll uncover how the very wounds you've carried can become the source of your greatest healing power, not only for yourself, but for the generations to come. This is your moment to reclaim your story and transform the pain of the past into a legacy of growth, strength, and healing. If this resonates with your journey and you're ready to explore how to step fully into the role of the healer, be sure to subscribe. Let's walk this powerful path together, breaking the cycles of the past and embracing the light of transformation. Now, let's begin. For generations, many of us have inherited more than just our family name or traditions. We've also inherited the unspoken legacy of avoidance, a quiet but powerful refusal to confront our deepest pains, traumas, and emotional scars. This pattern, often passed down like an invisible chain, binds us in cycles of suffering that we barely notice, yet cannot seem to escape. We bury our emotions beneath the surface, hiding them behind distractions or the masks of success society teaches us to wear. But pain, like a relentless tide, always finds a way to surge back into our lives, demanding to be seen, felt, and acknowledged. In the midst of this shared avoidance, there are individuals born with a rare and extraordinary sensitivity. These souls do not merely observe life's struggles from a distance. They feel them profoundly, as though every joy and sorrow in the world courses through their very being. They are often misunderstood, even by those closest to them, because their emotional depth is not easily explained or contained. But what others may perceive as weakness or fragility is, in truth, a profound gift. These individuals are not flawed. They are born to break the cycle. They are the healers, the spiritual warriors, the modern-day shamans whose journey through their own pain is the very path that enables them to lead others out of their darkness. Society, uncomfortable with anything that doesn't fit neatly into its boxes, may try to label these people, often diagnosing their heightened sensitivity as mental illness. Depression, anxiety, or other clinical terms are used to describe what is actually a spiritual gift, a soul being shaped by life's trials. These intense emotional and spiritual experiences are not burdens, they are initiations. In ancient cultures, those destined to heal often had to endure significant personal trials, illnesses, suffering, or moments that brought them to the brink. These rites of passage were essential for acquiring the deep wisdom needed to heal others. Today, though the language and rituals have changed, the essence remains the same. Those who bear the heaviest emotional burdens are not patients in need of curing, they are healers in the making. Through their personal anguish, they are being prepared for a sacred calling, to transform their own suffering into a reservoir of wisdom, compassion, and strength. They are learning the ancient sacred art of turning pain into healing, not just for themselves, but for the countless others who will one day look to them for guidance. These are the ones who see beyond the surface, who feel the currents of generational pain running through families, and who, through their own journey, learn how to break the chains that have bound their ancestors. They are the ones who are learning, through each tear and every heartbreak, that their suffering is not in vain. It is the forge that transforms them into healers, capable of mending not only their own wounds, but the deep fractures in the hearts of others. Your journey through suffering is not a path of torment, but a crucible for your awakening. A sacred forge where the raw materials of your soul are refined. Each emotional trial you endure does not merely scar you. It sculpts you, shaping you into a vessel capable of holding greater wisdom, compassion, and love. Every tear you shed is not a sign of defeat, but a droplet of grace, carving out the contours of your soul, preparing you for a deeper communion with the divine. Imagine your life as a block of unshaped marble, full of potential, but rough, unrefined. It is through the chisel of suffering that you are being carved into a masterpiece. The hammer strikes. Those moments of intense pain, loss, or confusion may seem harsh, but they are purposeful. With every blow, a part of your old self falls away, revealing the beauty that lies beneath. The divine artist is at work within you, using your hardships as tools to reveal the sacred within, transforming your brokenness into brilliance. You are not merely surviving your pain, you are mastering it. You are learning to alchemize your sorrow into strength, to transform your wounds into wisdom. Think of your suffering as the heat required to turn iron into steel. It strengthens you, makes you resilient, and prepares you for a greater purpose. The fires of adversity are not meant to consume you, but to refine you, just as gold is purified in the flame. Understand that your suffering is not meaningless. It is preparing you for a role that transcends the ordinary, awakening you to a deeper purpose. You are being called to something higher, something that can only be fulfilled through the lessons your pain has taught you. Your struggles are the spiritual weights that, when lifted, build the muscles of your soul. Every challenge is an opportunity to rise, to grow, and to align yourself with the divine will. But why does pain serve as such a powerful catalyst for spiritual awakening? The answer lies in the nature of suffering itself. Pain strips away the illusions we cling to, the masks we wear, and the distractions we use to avoid facing our true selves. In the rawness of suffering, we are forced to confront the deepest truths of our existence, our vulnerability, our interconnectedness, and the impermanence of life. This confrontation with truth is the essence of spiritual awakening. It is the moment when we realize that the walls we have built around our hearts are unnecessary, and that the very pain we have been avoiding holds the key to our liberation. Your deepest wounds, therefore, are not mere afflictions, but are the experiences that enhance your ability to empathize, connect, and heal. As you navigate your darkest moments, you gradually unlock a profound spiritual truth. Healing yourself and healing others are intertwined destinies. Each step toward your own healing is a step toward understanding and alleviating the suffering of others. Your personal victories become collective triumphs, as the wisdom you gain from your pain ripples out to touch the lives of those around you. In today's world, where sensitivity is often viewed through the narrow lens of medical labels, we find ourselves in need of a new narrative around pain and suffering, one that honors the depth of human experience rather than diminishes it. Society frequently tries to numb, suppress, or fix those who feel deeply, categorizing their emotions as disorders to be cured. But what if, instead of silencing sensitivity, we began to see pain as an extraordinary force for growth and transformation? Rather than avoiding discomfort, we could recognize it as the very thing that awakens our most profound potential. The mainstream approach is quick to pathologize what it can't easily understand, rushing to diagnose what doesn't fit neatly into the boxes of modern psychology. But your intense emotions and difficult experiences are not problems to be solved. They are signals of your capacity for something greater. These feelings are not symptoms. They are signs of your ability to channel energy, heal from deep wounds, and in doing so, help others transform their own pain. Take a moment to reflect on the traditional healers in indigenous cultures. These individuals were not just tolerated because of their connection to suffering, they were revered. Their hardships were not seen as weaknesses but as spiritual initiations, rites of passage that prepared them to guide others toward healing. Just as a sword is forged in fire, so too were these healers tempered by life's trials, emerging with the wisdom, resilience, and power to mend the brokenness in their communities. In the same way, your own wounds are not flaws. They are sacred markers of your readiness to heal, both yourself and others. These scars become your sources of strength, allowing you to connect with others in a way that is raw, real, and deeply transformative. It's also important to seek out mentors or guides, people who have walked similar paths and can offer insight as you navigate the complexities of your gift. These relationships will help you refine your abilities, turning what others might see as a vulnerability into a profound source of healing. In reclaiming your role as a healer, you shift from being viewed as a patient who needs fixing to someone who carries the rare and precious ability to touch the world's wounds with hands shaped by your own suffering. You are not broken. You are becoming whole. By embracing your sensitivity, you stand as a bridge between the pain of the past and the potential for a future filled with compassion, understanding, and renewal. This is not just about healing yourself. It's about reclaiming the power that has always been within you. The power to transform pain into wisdom, to turn wounds into lessons, and to guide others through their own journey of healing. You are a living testament to the strength that comes from vulnerability, and your role in this world is nothing less than sacred. Throughout cultures and spiritual traditions, the archetype of the wounded healer shines as a profound symbol of transformation and redemption. From Christ in Christianity to the shamans of indigenous cultures, these figures are more than just icons. They represent a deep universal truth. Personal suffering, when faced with courage and acceptance, has the power to become a wellspring of healing, not just for the individual, but for the entire community. In Christianity, Christ is often regarded as the ultimate wounded healer. His suffering on the cross and subsequent resurrection serve not only as acts of redemption for believers, but as powerful demonstrations of how pain can be transformative. Christ's wounds, the very marks of his crucifixion, are not symbols of defeat or failure. Rather, they represent his profound empathy for human suffering and his unparalleled ability to heal the spiritual ailments of the world. His journey reveals an essential spiritual truth. Real healing often demands sacrifice, endurance, and the willingness to bear the weight of others' pain. Through his wounds, Christ offers believers a model for finding redemptive meaning in their own trials, encouraging them to see their struggles not as the end, but as the very path toward growth, compassion, and inner peace. In many shamanic traditions, the role of the healer is similarly intertwined with personal suffering. A shaman is not simply born into their role. They are often forged through the fire of intense personal trials. These may include severe illness, near-death experiences, or moments of profound spiritual crisis. In these traditions, it is understood that only those who have walked through the depths of suffering can truly guide others to healing. The shaman's wounds are not just physical or emotional, they are sacred. They represent the shaman's ability to move between the physical and spiritual realms, acting as a bridge between worlds. Through their suffering, shamans gain the wisdom and spiritual insight necessary to heal the deep fractures within their communities, using their pain as a powerful tool for transformation. These archetypes serve as timeless reminders that suffering is far from meaningless. Instead, it can be a sacred initiation, a channel through which profound understanding, personal growth, and communal healing are made possible. The wounded healer archetype teaches us that, when we confront our pain head-on, we don't just heal ourselves. We open a doorway to collective healing, bringing light to the hidden wounds of humanity. Your journey through suffering is not solitary. It ripples outward, touching the lives of those around you, offering them hope, comfort, and the understanding that pain, though difficult, holds within it the seeds of transformation. By embracing your wounds, you become the healer the world so desperately needs, capable of leading others through the dark valleys of their own souls toward the light of renewal and wholeness. The power of the wounded healer archetype is universal, transcending cultures, beliefs, and times. It reminds us that within the depths of our suffering lies the key to our greatest strength. That through our wounds, we not only heal ourselves, but ignite the flame of healing in others. And in this shared healing, we find the deeper purpose of our pain, to become the hands that mend the broken and the light that guides the lost. As a healer, your work is not just about addressing the physical symptoms of pain. It is about delving into the spiritual and emotional roots of suffering. Healing is not merely a clinical procedure. It is a sacred art form, an intricate dance of rituals, prayers, and meditative practices that, when performed with intention and reverence, transform the act of healing into a deeply spiritual experience. Visualize yourself as a conduit between the tangible and the ethereal. Each healing session is a ritual that transcends the physical and taps into the spiritual energies of the universe. This perspective shifts your practice from the mechanical to the mystical, where every touch, every word, and every intention carries a deeper significance. In this sacred space, healing transcends the boundaries of the body and touches the soul, offering not just physical relief, but spiritual liberation. Your rituals may begin long before the actual healing session. Perhaps you start with the lighting of a candle or the burning of sage, each flame and smoke plume carrying away the impurities of the physical space. Maybe you chant or pray, invoking the divine or setting intentions. Your voice, weaving a protective and sacred ambiance around the healing space. These rituals purify, protect, and sanctify, ensuring that both you and the one receiving healing are enveloped in a cocoon of spiritual energy. The inclusion of prayers in your healing practice is a profound acknowledgement of the forces beyond your immediate control. Whether you are praying to a deity, the universe, or the innate wisdom within each being, These prayers are a humble admission of your role not as the ultimate healer, but as an instrument of a greater healing power. This humility deepens the trust between you and those you help, reinforcing the belief that the healing process is a cooperative, interdependent dance between the human and the divine. Your journey as a healer is sacred. It is not defined by the wounds you carry, but by the wisdom and compassion you garner from them. These wounds are not mere scars. They are badges of honor, testaments to your resilience, and the keys to unlocking a deeper connection with those you aim to heal. As you continue on this path, remember that every challenge, every setback, and every moment of suffering has the potential to deepen your capacity to heal. Embrace these experiences, learn from them. Allow them to refine your spirit and your skills. In doing so, you not only heal yourself but extend that healing outward, like ripples across a pond, touching lives and soothing spirits far beyond your immediate reach. Share your stories. Speak of your struggles and your triumphs, your pains and your discoveries. Each narrative you share casts light into the shadows of another's path, offering hope and guidance. Your voice can validate, inspire, and empower others to see their wounds not as ends but as beginnings, portals to a richer, more fulfilling life dedicated to healing and growth. Step forward with pride and confidence in your role as a healer. Know that your journey is sacred, your work invaluable, and your impact profound. Let your life be a testament to the power of healing that begins within and extends infinitely outward, carrying with it the promise of renewal and the profound joy of service.